No, you're not allowed to off yourself on stream. It's against terms of service. So there. One of these days you are gonna hear like a slumping sound though at the end of one of those squeaks. I think Cheeky saying shut the fuck up is for my own safety. So then, you got such big ease this morning. Cheeky, Sothan, Bybeat, Satan, Martin, Chaz, Alcaria. Welcome to the stream, everybody. No, it's just because you sound annoying. Nobody click the link or go anywhere near the bot as usual. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. I honestly think you should deface your testicles before you turn the mic on. Or deflate, for politeness if nothing else. But my voice would sound different, and everybody's got used to this one. I say used to it. It's not like anybody's ever called it out for being stupid and rural and rugged. I can deface them all you like. Wait, what the fuck has happened to the camera? Hello, camera, come back to me. Testicle difficulties immediately. Welcome to the new followers, by the way. I don't know what about that intro was deemed worthy to follow for, but it's good to see you. You have a lovely voice, Stubbler. See? Sothan's dishonesty knows no bounds. Right, first of all... Satan, thank you for the 43 months. It's strange to not hear a message. I guess it's the Prime renewal resub anniversary bullshit, right? And there's another one. Disgusting. I did wonder why you didn't have your badge on, Gwynblade. Not your blue badge. Your sub badge. Orga, welcome to the stream as well. Gwynblade, Satan, thank you for the subs. Thank you for the 53 and 59 months respectively, I think.
Ball scratch.
True. There you go, there's the message, Satan. Orga's got you covered as always. Orga, welcome to the stream as well. We all back to work, are we? Good to see everyone. We're all finally don't have anything better to do. It's good to see everybody. You didn't really miss much yesterday, I'll be honest. It was mostly maintenance work as always. But today we build. I need to quickly nip under the shed, which I'm kind of nervous about because I need to go grab some scarabs. But then we're going to do the big build under the mower because it's Mixer Day this week. Or Mixer Week this week. I'd have joined you yesterday, but one I forgot, and two was at the museum getting some culture. The museum, fancy that? You don't mean Gwynblade's bedroom, do you? Does that joke work? Not really. Not really. Though it's not a sex joke, though, so it works alright, but could have been better. The Museum for Culture. Hang on a minute, I've not got the chop counter open. After having 10 of them open yesterday, I don't even have one of them open today, imagine. Right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. As I say, I'm not going to be faffing around too much and working on getting this thing upgraded, but I like my new sour battle axe. Look at this thing. And it seems to do a lot of damage against the orc invaders, you know, the little mind control knobheads. So in case I have any more of those to fight, I'm going to get it fully upgraded, and to do so, I need to farm scarabs on repeat. So before we start the big build process, I'm heading over to the undershed, because the scarabs I need to make the mighty jewels, I only have one of them. So let's get over there. How about that? Wouldn't a hentai website work better than a museum for culture? Oh, a hentai website's your answer to everything. And as far as I can tell, they've been an answer to nothing so far. Satan Gwynblade, I appreciate the subs as always. Enjoy another month of no ads. Let's be honest, it's the only benefit. So, I'm going to go straight off to the undershed. I've got 22 heals, 27. Remind me to grab some mushrooms when I get over there, but we're going to be in efficiency mode today, man. Not what the kids about. What museum did you go to, Satan? I like that axe. It's a weapon and a handy switch lick while on the go. Or sweet lick while on the go. Oh, I imagine the sugar content. And I'm going to get less than 5 deaths, Augur, as well, it's true. Although going into the undershed is maybe a problem. Do I have my torch ready? Because it's dark as bums under here. Yeah, the torch is fully repaired. We're good. So the undershed entrance is just there underneath that hose pipe. I don't know whether I go here and then that way, or there and then... Let's go this one.
This is awesome!
New Walk Museum in Leicester. Nothing to do with walking, unless you could count the Egyptians bit. New Walk Museum. Do people still go to museums? I hope they do. Might be the most old man sentence I've said in a very long time, but you'd like to think that people are still interested enough to go and see that stuff. Was it actually busy? Good. Right, this is the entrance. Look, you follow this little water path, which I think has sort of shrunk the ground a bit, and you can sneak under. I searched for scarabs, look, and the scarabs that are all in that pipe, you can see them perfectly lined up, look. I might disengage here, but I haven't got my tuft on, so let me quickly equip that, find a place to drop off that's safe, and we'll do it down and set off. Just need some scarabs, then I can get this upgraded to full. Then we build over at Rally Point Auger, under the mower. He just likes one museum, yeah. He's prone to being overloaded, Auger, you see. Look, watch how much damage this does against orc stuff. It stuns them too. That's good, right? I never am able to usually 4-shot orc insects. And this isn't even its full potential. Are you orc? You are. 3-shot. Including the stun. This thing's my new favourite weapon. Oh shit. I need to kill these. Excuse me. A bit of fighting to start off with. I'd rather not take too much damage to do it. Especially going under the undershed. I need specific things now. In terms of upgrades. I need Black Ops parts as well while I'm out today. But I do not need that shit. Nor that shit. Nor that shit. Did I get tough gunk as well? No. Actually, I do need ladybug parts, don't I, for the repairs. I like museums. That's almost up there with Siddles' I like semi-skimmed milk shit. Oh, it feels good to be playing this today. I don't know why. You're not a Black Ops beetle, are you? Am I right in thinking... 1 second, I just need to take a quick trip. I think I remember what's down here. And I'm not going to enjoy fighting it if I have to. Look. If I go down there... Can you hear that noise? That is the unfamiliar sound of a peaceful black widow. No. 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 Before you even suggest it. No. I don't need anything Black Widow related, and I'd rather never face one ever again. Martin, are you talking to me or the Black Widow? I'm busy anyway, I'm on a mission. Undershed or bust. You can hear it walking around underneath. There might actually be some supreme stuff under there. I've not really searched that cave because I've not killed that one very often. Hang on. Alright, knobhead, steady. One's going to die of poison damage eventually. There we go. Holy fuck, I just got that kill in. Gold card? Oh, gold card? Never lucky. Never lucky. All I've got is larval spikes and acid glands. Right, let's get under this shed. There's nothing but disappointment on the surface.
Crunch, crunch, munch, munch, chomp, chomp, gulp.
That's a direct
Fight the
quote.
husbandless lady. Gold card.
I need a gold card. It's true, the husbandless lady. Fucking hell, I'm getting these for some snacks while I'm under the undershed, but I shouldn't be down there for too long. Scotty, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. Oh, thank you for the bits. The husbandless lady would slaughter me if I aren't prepared. And guess who's not prepared? Right, I'm going to gather enough of these until I've got 30 in my bags. And then if I get trapped in the undershed for whatever reason, I have a way out. Kitten, welcome to the stream. Not true. I don't know whether you've actually failed the flop game there, but I think it's too late now. Right, I'm going to set my respawn point outside, so if anything goes wrong, I can at least get back in. Kitten, welcome to the stream. I wasn't here, sadly. Can we use that as an excuse? I wonder if I'm better. No, this is the better entrance, right? I need to replace my tuft, or I'm not going anywhere. Can I even get out of here? Hello? Am I lost? Oh no, there we go. Is there a dandelion anywhere? I'm going to need a tuft for a specific jump when I get in there. Is that one?
Let's see what's around.
Yeah, let's go get ourselves a tuft or two. He was having lunch. Are you saying you prioritise lunch over the flop game? This is why we all talk shit about you in the main Discord channel. For example, I would think you weren't here, thankfully. Can I even get up to this? How do I? There we go. That was the wrong button. That was the right one. Where does this come down? I need one of these for floating purposes. Please don't land on the battery. It didn't. There's two. One jumped right up my nose as well. I will take that. That's good luck, I think, for the rest of the stream. Roger that. Fuck you, Og. True. Ogre and Kitten fighting is like a replay of the best of intro. That was a pretty good month of Doomhaus bullshit, right? You must admit. There's a lot of golf, a lot of Fall Guys, a lot of prop hunt, a lot of stupid shit. Alright, back into here. I've got the tuft that I need. I might trash that one. Because I don't want to be relying on it when it comes to... I got a fluffy one. I got a fluffy one. They're really rare. The fluffy ones last like 20 times the length of a normal one. I'm going to use the normal one while I'm in here. I got a fluffy one. I got a fluffy one. Everybody, did you hear me? I got a fluffy one. Stop what you're doing. It was terrible, yeah. Compliments are banned. You're not allowed to call them fluffy anymore, it's offensive. But I defaced them earlier with a biro.
Stubbler's thing is fluffy.
True. I'm just going to drop into third person for this because I've got to do a bit of complicated jumping. But we are here in the undershed, as you can tell by the music being nice.
Fluffy the Vampire Slayer.
I might farm these Black Ox beetles while I'm down here as well for the upgrade pieces. I don't know why I'm being quiet. There's a lot of danger down there that I'd rather not face. Imagine. This is as close to a horror game as we're going to play until this game is finished. We already know you got a fluffy one, but I got a fluffy one. It's impressive. Be as happy as I am.
Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the red mites bite.
Look, you dust mites, I'm trying to sneak. Look at the poison damage. Bye. Oh. Where's your girlfriend? Yeah. I'm sorry. This has to be done. Can't even see it. Let's just assume it's dying. It died. I'll take the mite fuzz too. Right, I've just made a startling realisation. I've gone the wrong way. I'm going to realise my way back over here. Actually, I'm feeling brave. Let's take on the Black Ox beetles. There's termites, there's mites, there's ticks, there's dust mites, there's Black Ox beetles, there's wolf spiders, there's all your friends down here. What do you think, cheeky?
Twat.
True. Fucking termites.
Being as happy as you are is close to impossible as your happiness and my own are inversely proportional.
It's an amazing sort of symbiotic relationship we've got going here, right? We need each other to be permanently arguing to be happy. I want these termite parts because they're good for glue, but the rest of them, useless. I don't need my tuft on now. I need to clear everything through here. Because I need Black Ox horns. Or how many Black Ox horns am I going to get from 3 Black Ox kills? Steady, less of the biting, mate. Hey! Calm. No, calm. Ow. Bit through my defences.
How many Black Cocks? I'd man. 5?
Steady. Steady.
There's no lemon
Consume.
crime, but it's better
I can't get 5 from 3. They've only got 1.
I'd.
Oh, thank you for the bits. Scotty, thank you for the bits. Depends what you broaden your definition of a horn to. Technically, they have got 3 horns, right?
Gonna have a look around.
But it's just the front one, I think.
I'd kite. There is a lot of horny talk going on right now.
No, I don't like that word. I had this discussion yesterday. That word's like the P word for underwear. And all the others that you're all going to spam now. No! Ow! I keep getting fully blocked. Here for Scarab. Ow. That hurt. I don't like that word. P word for underwear. You know what I mean? I don't like it. The IES one. I'm going to wear it now in bits, obviously, I understand. Get it out of your system, but like... it. Ooh.
What about this one Stubbler?
What's that? Go on.
Pussy.
Yeah, that one's bad. Yeah, that one's on the list as well. Kind of bad.
The P word for underwear.
Yeah, that and the other P word that Olga just mentioned. Both of them are not good. I'm with you on those words, yeah. They just feel... Do you know what I don't like about them? There's 2 things that... Well... I think... I suppose moist is not really on that list as such. But the reason I find them uncomfortable is because they're both juvenile. And I think juvenile things in a sexual setting should make everybody a bit uncomfortable. Right? Because horny is something that teenagers say, in my mind. Is that the same for you, Surf, then, right? Nice. Horn. Ah, I didn't get one from the second kill. Can I trash that? I can. Trash the gunk as well. I'm getting obsessed with inventory management. Tell me something that isn't new. I think most people in our generation use it now. Yeah, I suppose it's, yeah, the juveniles that were using it before have grown up a bit. Is that a good way of saying it? And continue using it. I'm howling. It is Martin. I don't want to say it out loud though, because I don't like it. Ow. Christ, these guys are hitting their shots. It's the only problem with this build. The poison damage is good, but you have to block a lot of attacks. Look. I keep getting hit. Yeah, I'm with you. Right, let me get some health regen while the poison works.
Isn't there that song from years ago where a woman repeatedly says, I'm horny, 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 horny over and over?
It's true. It's true. But I think that was ironic, right? But here, I mean, hearing those words used ironically, I only got 1, by the way. 1 horn, that's not good. Hearing them used ironically, I'm fine with. But it's the sincerity that it's sometimes used in that makes me feel ill. Yeah, I'm insensitive to horn. I hear it too much. Pussy, it's uncomfortable.
But
I mean, butt's just an Americanism, Gwynblade, right? Hearing it in a British accent does, yeah. That strikes me as weird. But I don't think there's any accent where the other one works. They are Gwynblade, but I don't think it like...
farts and poo-poo plops.
Hearing the... put it this way then, Gwynblade. Hearing the others in an American accent still doesn't feel right, but feels like it does. Nobody pre-internet used those words. Maybe not around here, at least. To be honest, I feel the same way about fart. I'm with you, Sothan, yeah. I don't know about that word. That word, I'd never heard that word till I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. And then all of a sudden, I don't know whether it was the very early internet or something. I appear to have dropped into the middle of an awkward conversation. Mind right, well, no, not really. It's just words like juvenile words that don't feel right when you hear them still. God, fluffy one. I shouldn't say that because that's what caused this, right? Mind right, good morning. It's just weird watching how language develops globally now. Yeah, and it's happening extremely quickly too, right? Right, this is the scarab pipe. You can get scarabs in many areas.
Are we talking about poo holes again?
Yeah, but not with trim this time. What's your least favourite sex word? Hi, Mindrake. We're talking about Sultan. See, these scarabs are all over the open yard.
Donald Trump saying the P word for underwear when talking about a married woman was actually disgusting, to be fair.
True. So this is the only place you can get scarabs that can't burrow away when you chop them. Say what you want, says Mandrake. Okay, this is not things that we think should be banned or that we're trying to put any restrictions on any other people. It is merely things that make a person feel uncomfortable when they hear them, which I think is a legitimate conversation without being dismissive, right? Beautiful, I need 7.
More disgusting than when he said he'd date his daughter if she was not his daughter, or...
We could be here a long time with these. What's your least favourite sex word? No. Not the least. Sorry, I thought that said. I thought Ogre asked most, which is why I laughed so violently, which says more about me, I suppose. P word for underwear. I can't get over it. I didn't want to say it. Yeah, we're going to say your safe word is harder. Again. Og, thank you for the bits. Martin, thank you for the bits. Chaz, thank you for the bits. It is a long list, yeah. Things a dickhead says. Be here a while. There's some raw science in and around this area, but I really can't remember where. I think it might be on one of the drop-down, like, ledges under the pipe. But I've got all the scarabs I needed anyway. I needed 7, and I am returning with 9 in a black ox horn, which is a big plus. Similar to the Switzerland flag. Right, let's get out of here and go start the building. Unless I go for this raw science. Can I be excused a tiny squirrel to get this raw science while I'm here? Oh, it's there, look.
Having a little
Oh, I'll get that in no time. I'm going to get that. Let me go. I just need to run around the place.
Martin DM's etiquette lessons. Instead of asshole, say balloon knot.
Did anybody sign up for the expert tier for Martin's etiquette lessons? Because we're getting a real treat here if this one's for free. Right, across this area of the ad, there should be a termite down there that I don't need to worry about. You aren't signed up for it after last time. Fine, if you insist. Bybeat's given me permission. It should be quick. I'd be disappointed if you didn't get something you detect. I know, right? It's just the underyard. I'm worried about getting distracted a lot in this playthrough lately. What looks like distractions is often me just having a long list of things to do and trying to work out in what order to do them.
Squirrel.
I'm not squirreling, it's fine. I mean, I kind of am in this instance. I hope I can get back up in a safe manner. I might have to go all the way out to the back entrance. Let me just kill these. I'm always saying I don't have enough dust for arrows, so let's just do it.
Squirter.
Oh, okay. Let me just check if the Black Widow's here. I'm hoping not. Nah, that one doesn't respawn. Look, the one that guards this lab doesn't respawn. Interestingly. Right, let me get the jump up, drop down shit done, and then we can go. It's another bad one. I guess it's a commonly used word though, right? And it's not the most outlandish... It's not one of those things that's an outlandish internet thing as well, if that makes sense. Because that one gives me the ick. I guess it's less about the thing that you find repugnant and more about the fact that the language just doesn't seem to fit. Which I think is the case for the ones I'm using. Oh, thank you for the pins. Right, nail the jump with my fluffy one. Good. And then I should be able to just jump up onto the pipe, right? And then down onto the raw sides. And I might actually be able to just walk back. It's the words for me. I don't find the action repugnant. So that is it is a case of what we're describing for you too. Right, if I do get up here, these termites are going to throw shit at me. Or try and jump up and fuck it up. Actually, that would be good. You tried the jump and failed as well. Good. I can see a wolf spider's leg, can I? How am I going to get back? Because I'd have to cross the... No, there's a screwdriver. Okay, that's how I get back. I do fancy the wolf spider kills too.
Science
there you go.
Is surprisingly awesome.
So the wolf spiders are there. Look, you see them?
Have a look around.
They're patrolling this area. Look at this. That's creepy. That. As much as I don't mind wolf spiders now, the idea of them just it's a vague shadow. Then I'm going to get onto that screwdriver, back across, and then we're going to get out of here. Raw science collected. Holy shit, the wolf spiders though. I do need to kill wolf spiders. No, but that's just for sturdy, right? No, I don't actually have to kill wolf spiders with. Well, you arachnophobic bitch. I'm only scared of black widows nowadays. In fact, that might be the only thing I'm worried about encountering in this. Oh, infected wolf spiders. Never mind. Never doubt Wayne. Arachnophilic. Oh, sorry. What does arachnophilic mean? Oh, is this just sex stuff? Here I was thinking Razor had come in and said something interesting, but no, it's just sex stuff. Arachnophilic, you arachno-illiterate fuck. I've had some accusations thrown my way. You like to fuck 8 legs. Is that one of the Marvel characters?
Here's a disgusting P word for underwear level word /orange.
/orange. Saviour of the universe.
Arachnophile, plural arachnophiles.
Right.
A person who loves spiders, a spider lover.
Okay, so I guess it's not a sexual thing then, it's just somebody who...
Basically you wanna fuck that husbandless lady.
Oh, I see. So it is sexual. I suppose it is, yeah, given that, yeah, the other words that have that word at the end. I'm with you, I'm with you. Martin, well played. /Gordon. Goodbye, Undershed. You didn't kill me, and I got exactly what I needed, plus a bit of bonus raw science. I will take it. That's not hentai, then. What have I been offing myself off to during the stream? Offing yourself off to? Michael Hutchins over here. No philia is inherently sexual.
I'm not picky.
Wait, what? Sleep till morning. I'll eat and drink here and I'll head back to base and we'll start work on the big build, I suppose. Not inherently sexual. No philia is inherently sexual. None of the words ending in that are... Oh, I see.
Tastes good.
I'm mercifully not familiar with these words. Do you just reply to myself instead of chat? I think if the way replies they're busted on Twitch. If you reply to somebody that has replied to you, the reply looks like the reply. The reason the system sucks is because it opens a thread essentially. So if Chaz replies to your first message, it opens a thread with your message being the top. So if you reply to any reply in that thread, it shows the top message as the thing you replied to. So you did it right, it's just that the system's wank. They just mean that you like that thing, got it? Don't vomit. It vomited, but I managed to avoid it. I blocked vomit. Respect to me. Die. Die of old age or some shit. I've got the fire ant gold, I don't need to chase it, do I? I might be wrong. Oh, you're not supposed to admit you're wrong. This is the internet. You need to be right and find 17 articles to prove that you're right, despite the fact that there's 17 articles to prove that you're wrong, all from legitimate sources, and there's no such thing as true. Right, let's go home. That's not home, is it? Now you can ask GPT to find you 17 articles, yeah. That's an interesting thing, when who chooses what ChatGPT fires back. Because you could start complaining about misinformation, and whoever's in charge could label anything that they don't like as misinformation, then all of a sudden ChatGPT is sort of compromised. It's not inherently sexual unless you're the Dalai Lama. I feel like Razor's going to have like a 17-part dissertation. Dissertation on this topic shortly. We're talking about words. It's going to come back with 17 dictionaries. Right. I am scared of this next mixer. I suppose the first thing we do, I'm going to grab a load of shit to take over to Rally Point Auger under the mower, but the first thing I'm going to do is test it to see what comes. The last one was fire ants, because I suppose it was roughly near the fire ant nest or hive, or whatever you'd call it. Colony? I don't know what this one is, because it's under the mower, and around the mower, there is another fire ant hill there, so it might be fire ants again, but I'd rather it wasn't. There is also a black widow nearby, so if black widows are involved, I'm fucked. And what else is there? Just your usual sort of black ox beetle, that kind of stuff.
Let's see what's around here.
I love the stun so much. Jez Kane, welcome back to the stream. Get back to Classic WoW. It's been 7 years since I streamed Classic WoW. No, 7, 6. Still playing it like a motherfucker, but yeah. Nah. But welcome to the stream. Time flies, I know. It was Kronos Nostarius and Kronos launch.
Yeah!
Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. I assume you've been playing it yourself. Do you know what? Sothan, you demanded that I made this. I'm going to say that it was Sothan that demanded I made this trophy room. My frame rate sucks when I get back here now, and I'm putting that all on you. Be back on Classic. Yeah, the vanilla servers have had a bit of an uptick, right? I never left private servers. But I've been hearing waves that the vanilla servers are back again. All the sort of hype train that bounces from expansion to expansion has gone back to vanilla for some reason. Mighty Jewel. Right, so it's Supreme Whetstones I need. Eventually. But if I'm going to use Supreme Whetstones, then I'm going to have to get more Black Ox Horns. For this game. Imagine still playing Clay, imagine still playing vanilla. Imagine still playing it instead of making your own server, right? Okay. Turn off path tracing. Nobody understands what that is, Razor. Did no one tell you it's now the age of solo WoW? I suppose vanilla classic players have been playing solo WoW for about 3 years at this point. Right. Now, I need to unload unnecessary crap that I'm carrying with me. I'm gonna put one. I'm gonna put the. Do I put the fluffy one away? Nah, I'll keep the fluffy one out. I love it too much. I don't need my gas mask. I'll go put all this stuff up here in the... Actually, let me grab that tuft. What do I not need? Don't need my gas mask. Don't need my light hat. Not needed it for a while. Because I'm only going to test the mixer, right? What is it? What are good against fire ants? They're weak to fresh and resistant to spicy. I suppose my toenail sword is probably the way, but if I'm going to use the toenail sword, they're not resistant to daggers, are they? So I'll probably just go full poison build like I currently am. I am full poison build, aren't I? Fuck, I had fresh defense on that whole time. If I use full poison build, then whatever comes I can drink, spread the poison around. But what I'm definitely going to do is going to start stacking up Rally Point Auger with this stuff. Look at the cement. Look at this cement. Holy shit. I think we'll be good. I can make an ash wall with each of these. Can I make any more ash cement? I can. Stubbler wants to stack me up. Help. Did I get any more ash? I did. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I? Can I make more? No, not really. I need to save a few. Vanilla progressed through phase 1, 1 classic to 1.12 client all the way to Wrath. People are back because a lot of the streamers have moved. Yeah, I always had a feeling that Wrath was mostly the nostalgic one. Because as good as the early patches were, it's also when it turned, right? Dungeon Finders and store mounts and Activision takeovers and all that was sort of halfway through that. It's hard to judge Wrath properly. I'm just stacking up your Rally Point Auger. 3.1 was garbage, onwards was garbage, changed my mind. I think it's not exactly a controversial statement, Riz. If you look at the player base and stuff. Patch 1.11 was garbage, changed my mind. 1.1 onwards. Right, mower. I'm going to use Wayne's hole for this because... Mind right, by the way, you were saying, did I ever use the hole, to get to the hole in the tree? I did. Not only did I also made use of it. And this is it, look. What's your favourite milk, Martin? Semi-skim? Yeah, I made a platform up there for easy access back over to the mower. Which is where the rock was born. I don't know whether I just completely I need to over-engineer this, don't I? Like, I need to go over the top. Just thought I'd put it out there. Roger that. I'll write it down on my list of Martin facts. What do you mean, don't? I've got a big dossier built up now. Is dossier the right word? I don't know. Milk first or cereal? Well, when making soup like this, it's always important to get it in the right order. Don't end up in Slops' pin list. I didn't need to build this zipline, by the way, but I did. Let me put all this ash cement away, and I'm going to reset my. I'm going to set my spawn in Rally Point Auger. Forgive me for just grabbing these wood chips. I need them for arrows. No. Can hear a lot of ladybug larvae around. Yeah, you've got to put the egg in cereal first.
Ladybird lava sizzling into view.
And I use semi-skim. Man, stop being so controversial. We're just trying to relax. Don't want to fight two of these at once. Oh, the perfect blocks though. One's going to die of poison. And... dead. Give me the gold card. How many of them have I killed now without getting the gold card? 320 of the fucking things. Fuming. Could be worse, you could end up in the Doomhaus pin list. I think the Slops pin list is a bit more forgiving than... And then again, we don't do it as often anymore, do we? It's not like 2018 or... No, 2016 when it was a name and shame tool. You had an egg on P word once. Semi-skimmed kind of milk is my favourite third eye blind. I got pinned fucking twice this year already. Alright, we've scaled it back slightly, not all the way. You're just too... I don't know. You're just worth it, sort of thing. I mean, I can't imagine egg would be a bad one. Right, we are under the mower. We have arrived at Rally Point Auger, which is going to be our safe space upon which to build our attack on the mixer. I'm going to put all this away. Might put them away as well. I brought a couple of acorn tops and shells and stuff. Got all of the other shit that I might need. I'm going to trash this goo. It's not actually as useful as it looks. Trash, trash, trash. Set my spawn. And then I'm going to test. The reason I've got a fancy bed here is because I'm going to need it for getting the buff.
You hear that, guys? In his safe space. Ha, get fucked, crime, and I win.
That's cause you're very default and boring ogre, and it's a lot easier to remain safe and calm, whereas Chrisman is all fire and fury and passion. Whereas you're just rather a dull character, so it's easier to name something after you if you want it to remain safe and unexciting. I'll take that. Harry, welcome to the stream. Hey all, please calm down. I'm working on some important things. No more limericks from Harry. I got a fluffy one, by the way. Harry, welcome to the stream. I'll keep calm. My favourite slops pin is back in my vegetarian days, less meat equals more eggs. I'm going to say it, it's true. It's very true. You're describing my 2022 right at 3 right now. Mostly egg related. You know, I'm more than just a poet. You're barely a poet, Harry, let's be honest. Right. There's raw science. Oh, this is the mixer itself. Hang on, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me just grab this rust. It's a bit dark. Did not mean to press that button. That was a mistake. Drunk a potion for no reason. They're mostly all egg related. Rust, rust, rust. Right, don't pull that fire on. I don't want to fight that. You can pigeonhole me all you want, but I'm a multi-talented Mary. Okay, I have to fight this thing. It feels good to be back in the poison build. Look at the poison damage. I love this build so much. Bye! My brother found some old CDs of ours and gave them to me, including our Shadow of the Colossus, Witcher 2 and Oddworld discs. I didn't expect Witcher 2 to be among that list. Yeah, I just needed the exercise. I can hear something padding around, but I don't know what. What time of night is it? It's 6 PM. I'm going to try this. So this is the thing I need to defend. I suppose I could build... I've got a pre-built wall here. I guess if I just circle the whole thing... It's in a bit of an awkward position. I wonder if stuff comes up this way too, or if it's mostly coming from, like, the main lower flat area. This rock's going to make building... I assume I can't build on this rock. Oh, I can. Okay. See, there's ladybirds just sort of patrolling it. I need to kill ladybirds. Bear with me. My armour upgrades need ladybird shells. But Harry, we haven't yet proved the possibility of you being talented. Singular talented is important to work out, Harry. Ow. The shield with the carry, as always. You guys have pigeons over there? I know you have swallows because they carried coconuts to your island. That was an approaching horse you heard there. Alright, where was I? There are mosquitoes above, but because there's a roof on this thing, makes me doubt that this is actually an aerial fight that I'll be engaged in. I don't think they're going to be coming from like this way. It's probably all going to be this slope here, right? But they might come across the back here. I don't know if I wall this area off. I could. This is actually a high area that I could put a turret if I wanted one. I don't know if I do. The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings Enhanced Edition includes the official game soundtrack. It's what the Polish government gifted Obama when he visited Poland once. They gifted him the special edition 360 version of The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings. It's true, Sothan, you should look it up. Yeah, I'm going to do Scotty. I'm just thinking, I need it to last as long as possible, though, so I can gauge. It's getting dark. I might go back up to Rally Point Augur and sleep, because there's no point in doing a test run and smashing up all my gear if it's too dark to actually see what's going on. So I'll go sleep back in the RPA, we'll call it. I really wish I needed the red card, the gold card for these knobheads. Any excuse to kill, any reason to make fighting them more fun, I'd take. Just want to get to the RPA. Fuck off. See, this is what scares me, right? The mound of dirt there is a fire ant hive.
What do you call
nest.
a witcher that's great at answering random questions? Geralt of Trivia.
Santa.
RPA? Or, we're already at the pet names phase.
Santa. Oh, good, thank you for the bits. I was expecting it to be terrible because it was like so linked to what we were just talking about, Santa, but that was quite good. Oh, you are not a series of mushroom bricks under a lawnmower. I know the internet lets us be whatever we want to be now, but not that. I'm disappointed in myself for actually liking a Santa joke, right? It was either that or a Polish joke. I thought the Witcher joke was safe. It's probably right. Cats, welcome to the stream. Is Santa going in on the streaming career recently? Have you actually been streaming it quite a lot, right, Santa? Everybody click Santa's name and give him a follow. How about that? I've got to wait like 2 hours. He's been streaming Days Gone, I think. Hang on, I've got to wait a few hours until I can sleep so I can pass the time. Why is it making me wait until like midnight? Not midnight. What's 21? 9 PM. I've got a few Polish jokes, but I don't think this is the medium for them. Yeah, but they're like American Polish jokes, right? So it's kind of tame, and it's just about sort of weird stereotypes you're categorising over there, as opposed to the European versions, which are historically sensitive, shall we say.
Having a little peep.
There's a difference between, like, stereotypes and historical and cultural tragedies. This.
Just showed up this morning to ads. Yuck, time to resub, I guess.
True. You don't want to be financially supporting this place with ads, right? It's like a double negative. Dougie, thank you for the Prime, and thank you for the 6 months. How are we, Dougie, and good morning. Cats, welcome to the stream as well. Imagine, Dougie, no ads for 4 weeks. I can't just wait around here all day for night time. But it's too dark down there to do a proper investigation of what I need to be exploring. I could go up there and kill some mosquitoes, but for what? Quite a bit of Polish communities in the US. They have Polish history days, and lots of people are proud of their heritage here. It's really cool, actually. True. Oh yeah, sorry, I certainly wasn't dismissing the Polish communities over there, but what I mean is it's there's a difference between jokes about stereotypes related to a Polish culture in the US and all of us from different countries in Europe making jokes about, you know? The 1940s were a difficult time. But the Gwynblade. Dougie, I appreciate the sub as always. Thank you for the 6 months. 6 months is almost a year. You'll have been around a year shortly, right, Dougie? When was it? May? June, maybe? I think. One of those. I suppose I need to make it to Europe to experience it first hand. 21:27. 21:34. Right, I've got 1 hour. Just one. 10 months and 2 weeks. I suppose we can just click your name, right, and get the exact date. 23rd of May, 2022, so it's coming up. Surely they'll let me in. I said I was sorry. No, you're not allowed in Europe anymore, Harry. I've been sending your data directly to the EU, but they don't answer my calls all of a sudden. He's watching a bit before following, though. Just had to work out whether or not to make the terrible decision. Welcome to the new followers as well, incidentally. They pre-banned you for a bit. Because of your headgear. Dude, where's my car? We're playing that on Friday, cats. Come on, let me sleep. It's not long now, not long now. We just need to think of something to talk about for 30 seconds. Somebody think of something to talk about for 30 seconds. Not P word for underwear. Electric cars. Words that Stubbler doesn't like. Like P word for underwear. I have no mug, says Alcario. Ford F-150s. That's the one, Santa. Yeah, we were discussing it at the start. That's the P word for underwear that Martin was referring to.
What do you call a 100-year-old Polish man? Warsaw.
Christ. You see what I mean? Know what word I don't like? Gusset. You don't like the word gusset. I can see that. Gusset. Flange. Is it the man P word or the lady P word? You don't. I don't like mine pants. It's just putting IES on the end. It makes me feel like a child, and it's too juvenile for something that is very much not juvenile, and it makes me feel ill. That's the P word for underwear. Surely you agree, Martin. That looks like a... Oh, you right. Right, let's sleep. Good. Shiny. My bed's shiny? You was thinking of something else. I daren't ask.
Food.
Let's get the food up, and then let's go down here and test this. I am hoping
That was refreshing.
I don't know whether I want it to be fire ants that spawn or not.
Trim has moist panties because he has a sweat gusset.
A sweat gusset? Ugh. Sweat's better than sweaty Santa. Right, the job for this week. The next major task is to defend this as it synthesises me that raw science in the middle. I have promised to complete all of these, and there is only one way to do that. I need to initiate it and then defend it until it's done. Defend it against what is about to be determined. Please not fire ants. 3, 2, 1...
Everyone, we're under attack!
Fire ants. Fucking fire ants. Spread the poison around. Spread the poison around. Ow! Ow! Okay, this hurts. Just fire ants for phase 1, though. Ow. More fire ants. This is all right. Okay. What's next? More fire ants. More fire ant workers. Soldiers even. Spread the poison around. Spread the poison around. Spread the poison around. Spread the poison around. Roly-poly's in phase 1. Alright, I'm going to let him have that. Fucking phase 1 roly-polies.
Alexa, please tell me what a gusset is.
Rude Gusset. He used to play for the Dutch national side. Looks like Nathan Aki. Run! Oh, God! Hello. Is it all fire ants and roly-polies? Can't get me up here, can you, nerds? Yeah, let them destroy it. Let's let them destroy it. I think we've learnt everything, right? Look at him just absolutely chopping it. Look how quickly one roly-poly can destroy it. He's still not destroyed it, though. Something's hurting it. It keeps going into its, like, defensive phase. There it goes.
Or as I call it, the black wheel of death.
Did I just go mute? Cat says, is it me, or did you just go mute? Is sound working for anybody else, or is it broken? Right, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. Augur, thank you for the bits. Alright. Sound is good. Still the same annoying voice. Fine for baby. So it was you, Cats. Gotcha. Cats couldn't hear us for a second there. Imagine. Okay. I should have brought down some of the ash. I've just realised. So, they came from that area and then down here, but they also came from behind. There was nothing that fires over, at least not in the first wave, so I maybe don't need a roof. But I might build a roof first, just so in case there is anything later on, then I can defend it. Box it in, and then just build walls around the outside. Alright. Alright. Alright, grounded. Challenge accepted. Roger that. Mazak, welcome to the stream. You just burned your mouth on a potato. How are you doing today? Pretty much the same. So just without the burned potato mouth. Cats was lucky for us. Yeah, he was. Mazak, good afternoon. I don't know whether I actually want to use the soured chopper on this. What are they weak to again? They're weak to fresh. I could make myself another brute of the club that's got fresh damage and just swing the fucking thing and spam heals. But then I don't know if roly-polies would take a lot of damage from that. Sound is fine, it's just pure Keith Lemon on the speakers. Glad to hear it. Yeah, Cat's got away from it though for a split second there. I hate keyboards that have these mute buttons. I wanted to say I hope you don't blow your head gusset on Friday. I'd be happy if I get the bastard thing installed, the head gusset, let alone blow it. Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we build. I have so much ash, by the way. In theory, I don't need anything more. There should be more than enough. But when has theory ever helped anyone? A bit like your professor, sir, then. Yeah, the one problem I have with the keyboards with mute functions, like, you know, F1 to F4, we've got alternate, like, the Windows key or whatever, mute functions, is for me, to mute or to pause a YouTube video on the other monitor, it is Windows, which is next to Alt, F4. So you can see the problem arising already, right? I don't really need to continue this. The rest of it tells the story itself. The amount of times I have accidentally hit Alt F4 because they're close, and it's just muscle memory at this point. It needs changing, but I'd have to change it to something that doesn't have the nice F4 pause logo on it. Right. Right. I need to build something which defends this long enough so I can fight off the pricks. I currently have 403 ash cement things. Don't think I've ever used the mute button on my keyboard. I love it. Good for streaming too, because it means that I can just play and mute the midstream break music without tabbing out. I have physical extra buttons here and never use them other than by accident, yeah? The volume buttons either. They're really good. It's nice to have, I think it's good to have anything hotkeyed, especially that. Hey Stubbler, I can't find my phone. Can you call it, please? Thanks. Yeah, just write your number in the chat for me, so then, real quick. Use the extra buttons for macros and stuff. Yeah, I do with the Alt and things, but not with this fancy Windows key. Again. Was it you, sir? Didn't somebody actually do that once? I remember we was having a discussion about doxing, and Wardo's just put his address in the chat. No, he didn't do it. He didn't just put it in. He like made references to it and said, "By the way, I gave my full address during the stream." You just didn't see it. Oh, you're talking about it being up Mazak's bum. I see. As you regularly are. I love the look of these ash walls. There's something sort of former Soviet about them, right? All nice grey concrete, but I don't think the Soviets use weed stems as much as I do in the construction. They'll probably get under that, right? Use some half walls. Gonna say who the fuck put a phone up their ass in the Doomhaus. Doesn't surprise me, but I'd like to know for targeted jokes. Probably that trim guy.
Found a toenail clipping under my foreskin this morning. Have anything to say for yourself?
You know what I mean? If there's going to be anybody. Trim my aunt to be blamed for this one, and I resent the implication. He has progeny, I know, right? And another one on the way. Out of all the people here, Trim is among the few that have passed on their genes so far. Against doctor's orders. It beggars belief, it truly does. Have I been using half walls this whole time?
What color was the nail? Was it one of those crust yellow ones?
I mean... Did it look like this Trim on the right? The thought of that made me shudder. Trim, welcome to the stream. Charles, thank you for the bits. Trim, thank you for the bits. Siddle's passed his progeny onto the Build-A-Bear company. Patreon question I don't get to ask often. How are you? Oh, his genes. I swear. Fucking hell. Siddle's Jr. only drinks semi-skimmed milk. I'm doubling up these walls, right? Because I've got loads of them. So my theory is that if I make it like really packed and diagonal in here, then they'll struggle to get through. I like how Sothan has the ability to make people more uncomfortable than anybody by just simply being like normal person polite, and it fucks with everybody, innit? Kind of surprised me he figured out the steps, to be honest. He looked on WikiHow. I feel like somebody's going to say pregnant or whatever shortly. quickly. Can I actually fit one in there too? Do I want to? Yeah, I'll put one layer. But I'm worried about building up to a degree that... Because this is surely, like, stupidly safe, right? All these layers. Maybe I'll destroy that one. Just need to pick the thing up at the end. There we go. I don't know why I'm building these smaller ones. I should be going big, shouldn't I? Should be using these big fuckers, right? They're just the same. But they cover more ground, vertically and horizontally. See what I mean? And I'll keep doing this all the way around until I run out, which should be a big, big build. Not the most good-looking build in the world, but we're not going for aesthetics, are we? It's about protecting the base. Every time I watch you do this, I always think, fucking hell, this is unnecessary. Then I remember our 7 days to die attempt and how it was pretty useful. So carry on spending 10 years destroying concrete with stone axes. You should have seen the last time I did something like this, Mazak. The last mixer, I died over and over again and survived by about 0.1 second. The thing completed itself like 0.1 second away from failing. It's necessary. And especially this one is supposed to be harder than the last. I kind of start flapping when it comes to combat on these things. War mode for you, right? Trim mentioned toenails without talking about clipping your teeth with nail clippers there, by the way, which makes me think that he's evolving to be a bit more civilized. It's far be it from us to bring it up ourselves. But it doesn't even clip his teeth. I've heard not. Tremette's constantly at him saying, can you please, but his memory sucks. Is it wise to maybe build like that? Because this is a main area, right? Then have a load of intersecting stuff. Like that. It's just all extra layers, right? Which is not only good for chicken farmers. It's also good for defences. And as far as I can tell, there is no greater defensive structure than ash walls. This is, by the way, this amount of preparation was thanks to all the ash runs we were going on, all the coal runs. It was like a rust build. I don't think you're the first person to say that, actually, Mazak. I don't know who it was last time. Maybe Timmy or somebody has compared it to rust. I don't know why I aren't building more pieces before I actually put them in, but que sera. Felt like David Brent saying que sera then. I am worried about one thing, and that's insects climbing up onto the upper levels. You know what I mean? And then just smashing that wall down and getting in. That would be bad. I think it's actually what I liked about 7 Days. The zombies are hard-coded to go for the weakest points in your structure. Yeah. They don't seem to be... I mean, a lot of people keep trying to insist that I should be sort of doing a pathing system for this. But they do just seem to go in a straight line. Because they're insects, right? And their maze-like tendencies are not... It's not something you associate with insects. Am I down to only a few hundred? Out of loads, haven't I? I thought you were just going to lay a phobia on us. I'm afraid of one thing, and that's being buried alive. That is on the list for me, I must admit. What did I actually say? I can't remember what I actually said. Don't worry about that, I've told them. What, told the insects? Or the police? You're going to wait your birthday? I usually do, don't worry. I don't think this side's as necessary, is it? But then they could just get up and start banging on these walls. Some of the rust defense builds are nuts. I suppose you're building it to get past actual players, aren't you, though, as opposed to AI? Which somewhat justifies them being crazy. I don't know how necessary these lower parts are, but if I've got it, I might as well use it. Which is what I keep telling Trim about his hips. He could be making a fortune. This does feel secure, though, even if it doesn't actually prove to be. He's afraid of owls and dinner dogs. I nearly said the name of our... The fuck? Where the hell have you... You're infected. Don't you dare. You twat. Wow, they really didn't like that. I think I've got the gold card for infected ladybug larvae, but I don't have them for normal ladybug larvae, which is really annoying. You're afraid of the inevitable heat death of the universe? The good thing about inevitable things is they might not happen. As someone who gets claustrophobic in the fucking shower, I'm horrified at the idea of being buried alive. Is that why you get naked in the shower, so thin? So there's just sort of less of you to take up the space, the limited amount of space. You guys are scared of being buried alive. Clearly haven't watched Kill Bill.
I'm not picky.
Kill Bill's that... I've watched loads of episodes of Kill Bill. It was always on at like tea time on BBC.
It's better than nothing.
Less than 10% of people are buried alive. I don't get why people are so worried. Yeah, there's fucking them meagre numbers. Am I safe this side now? I think I might be. I don't think they do target weak spots because they're insects. I might go on another coal run just because I'm getting nervous now that I don't have enough of this stuff. I'm not guaranteed to have an attempt on this today, by the way. Not even nearly planning on that. This is going to be a lengthy build. And so it should be. Someone clip him saying that. Wait, what did I say? It's like experiencing oblivion, but you are alive. I was watching the bill. They won't target the weak spots because they're insects. What I mean is, they won't target, they don't seem to, based on experience so far, target intended weak spots because they seem to go in a straight line purely because, based on current experience, they don't have the, they're not designed to think and strategize. Because they're insects, they are just straight line, attack at all costs idiots. Now, this mixer might have changed things up so they might strategize, but using current logic, using past experience to inform my decision on the current setup, I can surmise that they are probably going to do the same as they have for the rest of the game. We don't clip that one though. It's not going to be as funny when they all start like perfectly aiming. Yes, sir. What? Fucking hell, they hurt. Fucking arsehole creatures. Right, let me get an overview of this. So you haven't seen the ant battle map. Stubbler, do you know who also used current experience to shape their military tactics? I thought I said Hittier then. Hitler. Do you know what, Sothan? I have actually got socks on as well, right? And do you know who also wore socks? Yep, you guessed it. Rolf Harris. Sothan goes and mentions the one person who famously didn't wear socks. Fucking Sothan. Mina Siddles, welcome to the stream. Did you just get off the same bus, you two? The S word for feet. Mina Siddles, good afternoon. Fucking hell, it's only midstream break time, actually. I wanted to get a good view of what the build looks like so far, and I went the wrong direction. I know they spent an entire in-game day building this. You guys join on mixer work. Look at this, look at this. Whoa. I don't know if I should go for a bit more elevation as well. On these sections, I don't want like a roly-poly to like somehow roll its way up there and just smash its way in. But I also want more like width across the ground. I know it's a girth then. It should have been stupid. 12, including 12. Who this? Oh, this guy. There's a lot of sub-anniversaries going through today with no messages. It's nice. It's like I have one day without Siri talking shit in my ear. Mazak, thank you for the 45 months. That's 3 years exactly. That's crazy. Mazak, we've known each other 3 years. Just got an ad. What in tarnation? Okay, get a bit dark here now. Mazak, thank you for the sub. Thank you all for the subs today. No more ads, imagine. I think I'll just go on the bus. Is Siddles on the same bus? You'll be able to tell by the smell. "45 months is in fact 3 years, yeah. Siddles is the bus. Wait, what have we said? We forced an ellipses from Mina. I forgot to mention this. I had to cancel plans yesterday because, for some reason, shortly after the stream, like 20 minutes after the stream, my insides fell out. Like I had these insane stomach cramps, and my stomach just fell out. And it was like agony. And in the agony, I tried to put my phone on the side in an area with a tiled floor and smashed the fucking screen. I'm one of them losers now that smashes their phone screen. So I had to cancel all the plans. I didn't shit on my phone, so thank you very much. I didn't know you before subbing either, so goddamn, it's been 3 years, I know, right? I didn't know you before subbing. That feels like one of the messages on the when you unsubscribe on that feature. I have fallen in a pit of hell. Can I get out of it? Oh, you idiot. I have to fucking break the walls down to get out. That's reminded me of an agonising story. I'd be alright. I don't feel too bad now. I know I had to cancel plans and things yesterday. But now, I'm sat here with a smashed phone. It's got like a hairline crack, but it's going to annoy me. My sub dropped off the other day. I keep wondering if I should switch from my main account, but that would mean I'd be a more lurker than turtle. You'd have to completely change your identity, Mina. Instead of just having two like a psychopath. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the midstream break. Let me go and find myself somewhere. I'm going to go and put myself in Rally Point Auger, actually. I don't want to risk all of this shit. Santa, I'm skipping the shit out of this. Too early, Santa. I'll play it again at the midstream break. I'm not subbing twice. I mean, don't even sub once, right?
Here's no spam.
That is no spam, that's true. Santa, thank you for the bits. Mazak, thank you for the bits. In the true spirit of Shrink House, Mina, right? I was running a 10k for leisure and had to stop at 8.5 with stomach cramps.
Spam.
Longest walk ever to get home. Sothan has gifted a tier 1 subscription to Chaz. Chaz, congratulations. On no ads, imagine. Sothan, thank you for the gifted sub. Damn, I was hoping that'd hit Mina. That would be impressive. There you go, Chaz. You are Sothan's second choice. I don't know how you should feel about that, but it feels like a slight from Sothan, and most things are. Sothan, have some emotional blackmail. Thank you, Sothan, for the gifted subs. Who the fuck gifts subs intentionally? Chaz evidently needed it more. Thank you, Dream Daddy Sothan. Sub from the Sothan. And Santa has gifted the sub to Mina. How about that? Santa, thank you for the gifted subs. Sothan, thank you for the gifted. Chaz, Mina, congratulations on your new subs. It turns out, Mazak, Sothan does. Oh, fuck off, I thought I'd get to put the message on there. Imagine. Who the fuck was my gift? Trim, stop being... Yeah, just refund it. Mina's sub badge just pops off. Thank you both. As always, I appreciate the gifted, you big generous nerds. Chaz and Mina, I'm sure, are grateful, and I'm going to say it too. But I'm going to park in Rally Point Augur, and we're going to continue the build after the midstream break. Now, I know you're all desperate to hear Santa's bits, so I'm going to do it right now. Challenge it on PayPal, they love it when you do that. Yeah, Twitch is a big fan of it. Sothan, I appreciate it. Santa, I appreciate it very much. I will be back very shortly. Everybody, congratulations on the gifteds. Mazak, thank you for the sub as well. Allow me to play. Hang on. This is actually the name of the town Santa lives in Wales. Enjoy. I'll be back 2 minutes. Sothan, you're in charge. No spam.
Panties, 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 panties. Sorry, P word for underwear.
Bet you all wish you had a button to just do this. Well, I do. And I'm the only one not there to use it for you. Get shit on. Santa, thank you for the bits. Was that all still the same one? I know we've had Martin's... I'm not saying that word, you can fuck off. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Now you're suffering like the rest of us. Am I? I didn't hear a great deal of Santa's spell.
That was refreshing.
Right. Let's sleep. And let's carry on. Welcome back to the stream. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the bits. Martin, thank you for the bits. Sothan. No fair, you cock. Is it when he looks at the camera, my ass falls out? Is it the same for anybody else? No, I refuse to do it. Hey, what's in this can? Oh, man, that took some work. I'm getting weak in my old age. More beautiful, but weak. Right, do I have enough mushrooms? I do. Got quite a lot, actually. This should free up... No, that don't work. Never mind. I'm running out of water. Let me get a full belly. I might just nip down to the water side and refill my water container. My canteen. And get some more mushrooms. Should be water over that way, I think.
Let's see what's around here.
Yeah, there's water and mushrooms. Let's go refill right there. Mina says Ginger Beer, Cheeky says Cream Soda, Scotty says Diet Lemonade, Kieran says Diet Coke, Martin says Lilt, Mindrat says Tesco Lemon and Lime, you boring bastard, says Mindrat. Tagslet, welcome to the stream, says Shandy. Sothan says Cloudy Lemonade. Martin says bougie flavoured water. You know me, very bougie. I've got a smeg kettle. Tagslet, good afternoon. Bybit says tropical. Can I get some mushrooms without having to fight anything? We've got a smeg too. I was joking, but Trim's genuinely very bougie. Now, let me gather some mushrooms. I don't need them immediately. Martin. You said kettle. We talk about how good it feels to be freshly vacuumed room. Now my bed has been vacated from my room. It has so much space to vacuum it. It just feels so good. Your bed... What, have you actually removed your bed, Sothan? You're entirely a chair sleeper now. Got to go in twice a day at this point. I may bump it up to 6 so my floor may never be sullied by unvacuumed carpet. Carpets? Sothan over here, living in the 80s. Have you actually got rid of your bed, Sothan? Right. Fed, watered, back to the building. How much of this shit have I got left? Still loads. Still a couple of hundred. With a vacuumed carpet. Didn't get rid of it. Oh, you just moved it out for a bit. It's not in the garden, is it, Sothan? It's actually sitting against my wall. I imagine your house looks like you've been burgled. Wait. What if Burgle in this game, what if his name was foreshadowing him becoming the final villain and stealing the embiggening cocktail at the end? Because he's literally called Burgle. Like, what if Tully takes the embiggening cocktail and Burgle steals it because he was working for Ominent this whole time and that's why the Ominent things are still fucking arriving? Burgle's final act is to be a burglar. Love to live in Sothan's world for a day. Imagine Trim. Sothan's there regularly as well. His name isn't Burgle, it's Burgle, you fucking idiot. I was at a car inspection office today and tried to get coffee from those pump thermoses. Thought it was really weak because I couldn't push the pump down and they told me that the lock is probably half on again. So you couldn't push it down, you thought you was really weak, it turns out it was just stuck. Did they have those for public? Like a public thermos? That sounds safe. Then again, it's been a long time since we've had any sort of international super virus, right? Car inspection. Look, I don't know anything about car inspections in my summer car, thank you very much. root. Shit. Right.
Public thermos is what they call my ass in prison.
Keep stuff lukewarm for you, right, Trim? The answer, by the way, was... ginger beer, cream soda, diet lemonade, diet coke, diet lilt, lemon and lime, shandy, cloudy lemonade, bougie water and tropical. A finesse, even with a lot of guesses. I moved my bench press squat rack since I tend to be paranoid about using them at the gym. So you moved this to get to put one of those in? It's not the worst idea in the world, certainly. Right, I'm getting a bit distracted. You're not getting my messages again. You said orange. Not true. Don't make me paranoid about that like yesterday. That was annoying. Son of a bitch. And I have prison ass related story from work today, but I won't talk about it on Switch. You've got a prison ass story, but you don't want to talk about it on Switch. Fucking hell. Martin's a nursery nurse, for the record. Drinking an orange drink does kind of make you a zero. A zero? This is coming from an orange, by the way. Where's your pride? 'Tis the season. It's similar to that. Oh yeah, the irony. This, I think, is the tactic, by the way, now. Can I not make that a bit lower? Yeah, like that. I don't know if I'm overdoing this, because I kind of lost the pattern bit. I'm worried that I get surprised by something. Because I can't just have... Because if they destroy these, then they're just gone. It's not like I can destroy and pick up the pieces and rebuild. I guess I just keep going until I've, like, totally over-engineered it. I should probably go on a charcoal run, in fairness. I might, in, like, 5 minutes or so, go on a charcoal run. What have I missed? Oh, yeah, I use this really small local place, so they always want to have a thermos there on the ready. I suppose you get to trust people, right? But they've not pooed in the thermos. I will fight you, Elkerion. You diss my beer, that's because Foster's is worse than having AIDS. Siddle just hates Australians. There we go, that feels like a waste, but... Has Foster's got better or something? How come people are accepting of Foster's all of a sudden? It's Scotty's go-to. Are we behind the times and it's actually become alright now? What was the answer? Fizzy orange. Mind right. Foster's like children. Fucking Sothan! Trim, screenshot that and put it in Discord for me, please. We're building a case. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Santa. Yeah, you're right. If anyone else posted that. Sothan, calm down. It's just sex with him. People would not be making this joke, you shithead. It's almost like it's more fun to do it to you, Sothan, for some reason. I can't understand what. It's 2 days in a row. I know, what did he say? He said something in Discord. I don't know if that was this morning or last night, but He can't be tamed. I'm a beer snob. I slick back my hair, wear Oxford shirts. I'm the last thing a craft sees before it dies. Last thing a craft sees. Oof. Craft sees is that James Joyce book, right? Oh yeah, the last thing a craft beer sees. I was thinking it was some craft beer I'd see. By typing is for fuck's sake, my typing is she. I'm over engineering this. And I'm not over engineering it equally either, which means that I'm maybe... Look at this now. Nothing's getting through that, right? Unless it comes from above. It comes from below, yeah. I have to build defences underneath.
Hurry up, I need to go for a poo-poo.
Hurry up and do what? I'm up for a coal run now. Go for a poo mine, I don't know what you're expecting. It's just a building stream today. I laugh if one of those roly cunts just rolls up in... I know, that was brutal on the last one. I forgot about that actually, Cheeky. The last one wasn't as difficult as it felt like it was because for some reason a roly-poly just teleported straight into the area where the thing was. But the ants come up from their burrow and block the entrance. I wonder if I could block the entrance. They didn't seem to during the test, but obviously I can't test the full length of the fight, can I? Why did I climb up here? I didn't want to, did I? I wanted to be on this thing. I still don't know whether it's possible to do this, but I'm going to try it. I'm just going for a coal run, by the way, because I need to catch every respawn. It's not possible. I need to catch the coal every respawn, because it's coal that I'm making these walls out of. Hey, can you come back here, please? I need your innards.
Cole Phelps.
That's the one. American swimmer. Actually, that salmon suit. Swimming was part of his game. It's funny making the LA Noire playthrough references. He's getting less and less. There's less and less point to it. Yeah, because it was so long ago now. In a few months, that'll have been 6 fucking years ago. Stupid Doomhaus. Scotty, thank you for the bits. Martin, thank you for the bits. I don't know if they would come up from the... I hope there's nothing that comes from up below, because you can't really do anything about it, can you? Right, quick break from building. Going to go grab some coal, and we're going to go back and carry it on. I feel like I should just utilise as much of this stuff as possible. Because whatever I don't use for this one, I can use on the last one. Because if it doesn't get destroyed, you can just recycle it and get all of the materials back. The thing that scares me, Cheeky, is the roly-poly was in the first, 30 seconds of the fight. If a roly-poly's in that early, what are the later ones? What's coming in the later phases? Fucking Black Widow or something. The final boss is that tree and it's an end. Good luck. I have thought, Trim, one of the best final bosses of this would be next door's toddler. Imagine a girl, a little girl just comes in, just comes stomping into the yard with pigtails, and I have to, it's like a Shadow of the Colossus type of boss fight. I have to climb up slowly and then sort of attack weak points, and you can imagine a big as it slams into the ground. An infected Black Widow are 3 words I don't want put together. Jesus. If there was such a thing, Cheeky, I would just accept defeat and uninstall the game, because the amount of effort it takes me to kill... What does that say? The amount of effort it takes me to kill anything in this game is ridiculous. Blasted tax man. I don't get my exemption on my home purchase last year. Even though I paid them, I didn't live there January 1st. And to claim an exemption, if you live any day after, you don't get it regardless of how much you pay and are exempt. Did you move in on January the 2nd just to make it really painful, Chaz? Next door's toddler. Just try not to aggro Sothan onto it. Sothan. I mean Santa. Also Sothan. Take off the bits. Right, let me go nip over to the charcoal area. I'd be flipping tables if I did. I moved in October 31st.
Geared up.
That would be really brutal if you had to. If you missed out on the entire 12 months because of one day. Right, putting fresh defense on, which gives me sizzle protection. Putting this full armor set on, which gives me sizzle protection. I'm going to put my sizzle protection trinket on, and I should be able to perfectly survive walking on hot coals. Speaking of all of this building process, that's some more ash cement. I'm out of clay for it as well. Immediately felt bad as soon as I pressed enter. I'm sure Sothan doesn't mind. Never mind. I get the ha-has for Sothan said something stupid, but I vote we don't start making actual pedophile jokes about me. Accepted, accepted. Fuck's sake. Easy Green, welcome to the stream. Good morning. Sothan, you're so picky. Cheeky. Fucking hell. God, I need to stretch. Let me get on this zip line. Alright, let's have this be the end of it for the record. Touch wood, Sothan, hopefully it will be. Go out with a bang. No. Right, quick call run, then we're going back over there and carrying on the building work. Come on, we're completely off guard. Easy Green, good morning. Oh, big stretch. Is my back cracked then, on my shoulders? Oh yeah. The convo in here gets dark, but this takes the cake. It's come from an innocent place. It's just like the crisis point before we back away from it. Because any request to stop a joke normally ends in joke stopping immediately. True. I mean, I'm on your side with that one, Trim. I am helping. Here's a distinction, though, Trim. I think there's a difference between that joke and pretending that you're posh. Because pretending that you're posh was the joke all along, right? Because you live in the South, simply. So that, yeah, the difference is the other thing. To be fair, most people can't read in here, that's true. Yeah. No, I just think it's important to make that distinction, because I think people confuse the two. What did Trim say? It was something about Sothan. And next door's Pomeranian. I can't get my back comfortable today. Oh, I've got 1 hour of the stream left to finalise this build, and then we can get my character started for it tomorrow, right? God, I'm hoping this charcoal's still here when I get back. Ow! Yeah, it's the same kind of worry I had when people were joking about how I was a massive racist. New people come in and immediately assume it's true, or at least indicative of a trait of mine. Yeah, no. When in reality, it was the joke was Sothan's so nice that it'd be funny to imply that he was one of the worst people on planet Earth underneath it. But without that context, yeah. No, you're right. The coal's not respawned. I've come all the way over here for a coal run and it's not even here. Santa, let me help you. Welsh for it's bitty time. It's bitty time. Same kind of... Yeah, sorry. This reminds me, I heard the phrase tosser again today. I don't know where it comes from, but I love it. Where does the phrase tossing, as in... Because it's a British term for masturbating. Tossing off, and a tosser is a wanker. Similar words. But I don't know where... I don't understand tossing. It is, yeah. No, it actually is, yeah. Tossing. You're a tosser, you're a... Whatever. Yeah, it's one of the most common ones. In fact, I'd say it's more common than wanker, which we get associated with a lot. I don't know, yeah, I don't know what the etymology is behind that. But I'm about to find out.
The slang word tosser is recorded in the UK in the
You
1970s. It likely derives from the older slang toss off, an expression for masturbation which dates back to the 1700s. A tosser, then, is someone who masturbates a lot, and so is considered a contemptible person more generally for their self-absorption. Shamrock 1.
That answered absolutely nothing.
The slang word tosser is recorded in the UK in the 1970s. It likely derives from the older slang toss off, an expression for masturbation which dates back
I love the
to
fact how both of them
A
picked
tosser,
exactly
then,
the
is
same
someone who
paragraph,
masturbates a lot,
both
and
of
so is
which
considered a
told us
contemptible
nothing.
person more generally for their self-absorption.
And we sit here now after hearing the same thing twice, thanks to two of our Doomhaus research team. No wiser than we were at the start. Fuck's sake. Scotty Trim, thank you for the bits. Yeah, it is. It's true about the Sothan Sword collection. Sothan just collects swords. Which weirdly is Mina. That got proven to be true. Yeah, I was thinking the same mind, right? There's probably some sort of motion that looks like throwing, I suppose, right? And there is also a British tradition that's more in like the northwest area where you do it and then throw the proceeds onto next door's dog. So there is tossing involved. But it's such a common phrase that the word toss is pretty much not used outside of that context in the UK now. Like, you don't say, oh, I'm going to toss the ball over there, or I got tossed out of the nightclub, or whatever. ChatGPT-4's answered, it's difficult to pinpoint the exact... 1 second.
Tosspot is a British English insult, used to refer to a stupid or contemptible person, or a drunkard. The word is of Middle English origin, and meant a person who drank heavily, like muchets. Beer or ale was customarily served in ceramic pots, so a tosspot was a person who copiously tossed back such pots of beer. The word tosspots appears in relation to drunkenness in the song which closes Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
So
Shamrock 1.
So tosspot and masturbating tossing are two different things. So we've cornered off tosspot, but we're still no wiser as to why tossing and masturbating are the same things. This is slippery, this. ChatGPT-4's answered, though, saying it's difficult to pinpoint the exact origin of the British slang term tossing as it relates to masturbation. However, it likely derived from the verb to toss, which has various meanings in English. One of them is to move or jerk suddenly or briskly, which could be in reference to the physical act of masturbation. ChatGPT might be onto something there. That does explain it quite succinctly.
It's no lemon crime, but
Sorry, not succinctly.
Well,
Well, succinctly as well as quite... Yeah, that's satisfying, right? You don't have ring toss. We don't mind, right? No, that's an Americanism. I'm tossing the salad. At least that one means throwing, right? I find amusing. It seems every region has its own tossing variation. Jerk-off/wad here in the States. I know Mexico and South America, they have one that I can't recall at the moment. Toss... Yeah, we've got loads of them over here for some reason. And then, not even to go into the funny, like, ooh, I'm bashing the bishop, ooh. All of that sort of Tory humour rubbish. We've also... There is just loads of common terms for it. Wad, I've never heard of. Jerk wad. Is ring toss just British for circle jerk then? Yeah, basically. I'm nipping to get some clay. I'm angry at this whole situation. So I'm just going to go nip over to my clay spot and gather some so I can get some more ash walls cooking and get back over there and carry on building. Yeah, we don't usually have a lot. I mean, we have sports day at school and those kind of things. But even the sort of Americanism aside, we don't usually get involved in a lot of that stuff. School for us is mostly about... I mean, primary school is mostly about learning how to not smash windows when you're playing football. And secondary school is about trying as hard as you can to not either get pregnant or addicted to smoking. And then we get released into the world. Better people for it. Jerkwad, that does sound like something, but then again, it sounds like something that I've heard more in Saved by the Bell than my personal life. Yeah, we've got clay again. Good. Right, think of a controversial topic while I'm just digging clay for the next 5 minutes. Trim, think of something controversial to talk about. Not about these new Southend rumours. Because I feel like the legal eagles might get called in rather quickly. Wait, what's Mina in trouble for now? I'm back from my poo and my phone is not broken. What did I miss? You wasn't in agony like I was, Martin. Thank you very much. Actually, I shouldn't judge. You might have been. We've been talking about tossers. I think ChatGPT might have it, though. To move or jerk suddenly or briskly. I've actually just put the word jerking into context properly as well for the same reason, right? But surely it's only a jerking motion if you've got a little willy. Otherwise, it's long, graceful sweeps. Right, Trim? I've got to get you a get out of jail key. Tossers, Martin, exactly. We're trying to work out where the word tosser comes from. I'm surprised Augur's not used that word badly in the past yet. He had a spell there where he was using Britishisms as weapons without thinking about it for a while there. The word copiously sits next to beverage on my list. Yeah. Yeah. David Brent words, aren't they? I think is a good way of describing those kind of words. Copiously, definitely. Copious amounts of beverages last night. Copiously Beverage is the best Pink Floyd song. Tossers, sword collectors, sounds like Doomhaus bullshit to me. No, Tossers was just talking about etymology. But Southend sword collection is a genuine thing. Don't know how you came up with that so quickly, but I hate you. I didn't come up with it, Southend. I forgot his fucking name. Roger Waters did. Roger Waters? Roger... the Dodger? Do you study the blade? Jesus. Is that a reference to something, or do I need to crawl inside my own bumhole so I don't die of cringeworthy stuff? What's the guy from Pink Floyd called? It's Roger Waters, right? Not Sid Barrett, the other one. Is it Roger Waters? Yeah. I don't know, I got so mixed up with that then. Have I had a stream title in this game yet called Comfortably Gum? Because I haven't. If I haven't, I should. And if I haven't, I not only should, but now can't because I've mentioned it out loud. Plankton, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the advice, pal. Any more instructions? I'll write it down. Sorry, that was strong. Never mind. Prod smacker just sounds gross. Right, let's go back over there. I've got the clay now. I should have a shitload of it. What about the prod? I gotta get the prod tosser. I'm telling you, you need some sort of chat rules people need to read before they come in, and I imagine. Plankton, welcome to the stream. I assume you either didn't or can't read the chat rules on the way in. On the subject of Pink Floyd, how familiar are you with You Piper at the Gates of Dawn? I've been listening to The Gnome lately. It's so good. Do you know my knowledge of Pink Floyd's actually very... not as strong as it should be. I actually need rust, weirdly. I didn't expect rust to be the one thing that I needed. I wonder if I sleep whether... I might go scan just to see if the coal run's necessary after this. Fuck. Yeah, let me sleep. This Twitch, we don't understand the concept of reading for context to begin with. I think it's the fedora wearers who always claim to have studied the blade and have word collections when it comes to their... word collections. Or sword collections when their competitors speak to their milady. Plankton, can you hear me? If you can hear me, Plankton, say the word sausage. I have a feeling you can't hear me. Martin, your typing's fine. You're on fire. Watched a few videos on Sid Barrett there. That guy was wild. Yeah. He's still alive, right? No, he's not still alive. May I have selective hearing. Cut out all Yorkshire. It's Easter break, so there's a... Yeah, I suppose. I'll answer your questions if you prove you can hear me.
Hello, Mr. Streamer. I see you are enjoying this game, but let me ignore your chat rules and ruin your gaming experience and tell you what weapons you should get.
Fucking hell.
Damn, give me a plate of this.
Santa, thank you for the bits. I guess he just doesn't hear me, right? It's fine, it's fine. Just get ready to grandma. When he wrote The Gnome, the band refused to play it at the concert because they thought they'd be booed right the hell off stage. It reminds me of... let me go scan for Chackle. It reminds me of Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. The rumour is that John Lennon wrote that song to be so goofy and stupid because Ringo was complaining about not having royalties. So he intentionally wrote a stupid song for Ringo to sort of prove to him that he's in control type of thing. Wrote an intentionally stupid song, still number one. One of the most famous Beatles songs ever. I think that's true. It might be apocryphal. Couldn't write a bad song if you tried. No, it's not respawned. Okay. Are the heels respawned while I'm here? They might be. They are. Let me go grab them. I need to get this stuff on repeat and then I'll go back, I promise. I watched a programme about the Chippendales last night on the BBC. It's actually pronounced Chippendales. You're thinking of tunnel vision. Not tunnel vision, chug. I made Gwynblaine's joke again and then pronounced it wrong out loud. Surely it's apocryphal if it was the title track to the album. Maybe. Yeah, you'd think so. They also made that cartoon, though the Beatles didn't voice themselves. Yeah. It's just bad Scouse accents, right?
That's the thing. Randos on Twitch know best, and if you don't agree with them you are wrong regardless the concept, because they follow strict gaming laws from communities that are fact and not opinions.
Yes. Like the Valheim community, right? Do you know, we quote the Valheim community so much now that I actually forget what it was about. It was insane, all the murders. The murders linked to the Chippendales. Well, them little cartoon nerds. Murders and attempted murders. Yeah, what was the Valheim? What was the... I think it was on the last boss, right? I'm on a joking mind. I dug a pit, didn't I, to keep the boss in. It was that dickhead from the Bloodstock logo. I dug a pit to keep him in, and then shot him from range. And somebody came in and said, "This is cheesing," and everybody said, "Nah, it's not really. It's just clever use of like digging and building mechanics." And somebody said, "No, it is cheesing." And I speak on behalf of the Valheim community, or something like that, right? No, it was one person, Sothan, that invoked the Valheim community. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Martin. I'm with you. I was only kidding. I didn't realise it was that bad, though. Cheesing the boss by... Yeah, so it was the pit digging, right? Oh, not bad. Not bad memory. Not bad. Yeah, somebody came in and said something along those lines, right? That's why we always say it, Martin. Yeah, somebody came in and said, "This strategy is cheesing." And it was before they nerfed all the bosses, so that it was like a 4-man boss, and I was trying to find a way of doing it solo. Yeah, the guy came in and said, "I speak... as somebody that can speak on behalf of the Valheim community, this is considered cheesing." Like Moses. Holy fucking Trudy. That made me laugh, Chaz. It hurt my back. I'm not going to sort these out. I just need to loot them, because then it can start the timer for them to regrow. I'm going back to work on the ash. It's a shame, though. I need to... I might remind me when I sleep next to check again to see if... the culls respawn. Sounds like he wears a fedora, studies the blade, and is too shy to speak to milady. But he can tell you what's what. That's such a pretentious thing to say, though. I love it. To me, as well, of all people, who spends all of my time trying to make sure everything's legitimate and not kill bugs that are stuck and stuff. It's not like I'm somebody that was trying to force my way through in whatever shortcut. Jesus, fuck me.
And I'm older now, 13 and a half, so sorry about that. But it was cheesing.
Sorry about that. Hello, Valheim community. I've missed you, sir. Crying out loud. Thank you, Valheim community, for the donation. Right, let's go back. Let's carry on building. I've done my checks. Leave Sothan alone. Okay, no. 13 and a half. I'll have you know I'm not some loser that collects swords. It's Japanese swords. I can't remember. I think it might have been Slops like 5 years ago that made up the rumour. They said, "Oh, we need to start a rumour that Sothan collects swords." And it made me laugh so much that I kept referencing it on and off. And then after about 5 years of joking that Sothan collects swords, he said, this is last year, he said, "For the record, I do actually have a sword in my garden." Fucking hell. Little did I know how much I would come to regret telling people. No. Oh yeah, that was last year you told us that, Sothan. It wasn't actually related to that. I think it was... We was joking about sword collecting, and we just picked you as somebody we should start the rumour about. But you actually owning up to that last year was one of the best moments. I think I fell off the blacksmith roof in Valheim at the time after that revelation came to light. I'm looking forward to going back to Valheim now we're speaking about it. But I've got to get through a lethal playthrough of State of Decay 2 and the Valheim DLC before... No, sorry, My Summer Car before we get to the Valheim DLC. I've got to somehow see the credits roll. Hello, Trim! It's probably a good thumbnail there, isn't it? I've not got one for today. It's mostly building work. Oh, I just can't see the crow because the wings. Oh, there's a fucking thumbnail. Oh, hello. Yes. It's sort of about centred between both, right? Maybe completely centred. Lovely. I don't collect swords, but I do have a Nazi ceremony sword. Cheeky, everybody say it along with me. I did not see that coming. What the fuck, Cheeky? Hello? Most people I know with sword collections are lesbian. I need a break from the Doomhaus for a bit. Just give me a second. Fucking hell, that's practical though, given all the ceremonies you... Christ. Fuck me, this stream today has been something different. I'm just going to gather Right, let me just gather some rust. I need to keep an eye on the amount of stuff I'm collecting. As much as I'd like to just continually build today, I do need to stop off for a second and make sure I keep getting stuff, because I need them respawning as often as possible. Fuck me. There you go, Scott. You were saying it's Easter holidays, so there's a lot of kids around, so we've decided to keep it light. What have you got that for, cheeky, out of interest? Back in my youth, I went home with a girl after a night out, and she had a sword collection. When I mentioned to it, she said it belonged to her boyfriend. Are you still running away from that situation now, Martin, or have you got far enough yet? I have a decorative Japanese sword set I was gifted before I left Japan. It's not sharp, but I have thought about playing my own fruit ninja with it. You just need very soft fruits. Everybody collects swords here. Lesbian sword ceremonies. Today's jokes were brought to you by 1976. I don't know. I assume Easy Green's being sincere and not joking, Gwynblade, right? Oh, shit. My dad got it from somewhere originally. I dread to think what ceremonies. Because I hate to say this, but I think that them people were... they were bad people, you know. Probably up to no good. No, Nazis, Scotty, you see, Nazis. Question mark. Fucking hell. I keep wanting to say a million things, but all of them are probably a bit close to the line. And not about lesbians, for the record. Might have been an ex-boyfriend. Either way, I had to stay because the buses had stopped. Fuck me. The stupidest 15 minutes. I'm gonna beat this to death. I actually need to level up my mace skill, don't I? Are you poisoned? Probably not. That's fine. You were right to stay. They could have been an intruder. Well, he don't want to put himself in a situation where he has to get chased out by somebody with a sword collection, right? And you Brits have AK-47s and missile launchers to protect you. Or don't have, you have to rely on Yvonne Steel. The Japanese have saved us again. I don't study the blade. You're saying study the blade so much that it's getting... it's losing its punch. It's going to it's going to be one of them things that we ironically end up saying. Can I have a gold card, please, to cheer me up? Fuck this. Like Cook. I don't know about Cook. We never fell down that hole. The you are shit, though, definitely. I think saying study the blade over and over again is doing it for me. Sothan! This is a family-friendly stream. Study the blade. Fuck. I do actually know about 4 lesbians with sword collections. Apparently sword lesbians are very much a thing. There you go, Gwynblade. I was fairly sure that Easy Green was being sincere with it, and it wasn't a joke. Actually, I was going to fight that, but I don't need to fight it. Can I keep collecting rust? I need it. Fuck me, I keep trying to write messages for work and keep typing shit about swords and having to delete it. Christ. The hell's wrong with us today? I think it's because we've had a load of days off, right? And now everybody's back at work. We need something to distract us from the misery of going back. Not that you US people have had time off, I do know. Wow, I need to kill these for Supreme Marble gear upgrades in the future. I don't know about swords, but I wouldn't mind a Japanese knife collection. Ow! Wow, I nearly died there. Fuck this difficulty. I need that fire ant to attack the ladybug. Or kill it. That also works. I didn't get what I needed. That was the worst loot imaginable from a ladybug kill. Die, 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 my darling. Right, we're good, we're chopping. Get as much rust as possible while it's here. Do you know how amazing Nippon steel is? I need you to come into work today. Sure, okay, but let me tell you about it. They're all writing in Chaz's notes at work that he studies the blade. New revelation. Sorry, I don't know about sword, but I wouldn't mind a Japanese kitchen knife collection. Fillet a chicken breast in seconds. That's like a thing now, isn't it? People getting really nice kitchen knives. I bet Sothan's got a Japanese knife collection. Speaking of, I need to dice up some chicken breast for a dish I'm making today. Sothan actually promised a cooking stream. I don't think he actually promised it, but I'm going to put that pressure on him now. Sothan's got a German version. You've only got German kitchen knives. You poor man. See, Sothan's tempted to do a cooking stream. I'm not tempted to advertise it for you though, Sothan. That's not my thing, you know? See, Bybit's down. I have one of the sharpest knives in the world knives. It's pretty good. It cuts bread well. I feel like if you had the sharpest knife in the world, cutting bread would probably do more harm to it than good, right? I want to say there's one time where a topic about Transformers movie or cartoon and you typed Transformers into a message. Said my brother was talking about electrical stuff and must have got messed with. Writing, good excuse. That's quick thinking, Chaz, I'll give you that. I think you could carry out a series of romantic affairs and manage to get away with all of the admin by just bullshitting your way out. Do it. I think all of us unlucky ones that didn't get to see the last one. What's that, Pivot? Sorry, all of us unlucky ones that didn't get to see the last one. Oh, the last cooking stream. I think of all of us unlucky enough that didn't get to see the last one. It's true, so then you need to do it for those people. Bybee, it was absolutely dreadful. I'm forever known as the garlic crusher because of it. Well, you shouldn't have crushed it so violent, should you, so then? Right. I can now continue the building. And I will. I think I'm going to stop going so far and so high up this area. Slightly blunt serrated blade is shite on soft bread. Yeah, you need a sharp. Yeah, you do need it sharp for soft bread, don't you, weirdly? You don't want that saw technique. I did actually have a few Japanese kitchen knives called Global. Sharpest knives I've ever had. I don't like sharp stuff. It's one of my weird phobias.
What do you call a pirate that pisses on people? R. Kelly.
A pirate? Oh, I see. Siri just fucked up the pronunciation. Carney, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. I tipped it on your dog's head, that's true. When I stayed in Wales, the host left some bread out in a hamper and I fucking butchered it. Fucking Siri. I should have actually looked at it, right? Siri chopped you there. A couple of weeks ago I mentioned my bread knife and figured out no one in the Doomhaus has a bread knife. Barbarians. I think we've all got bread knives, right? Yeah, kittens got one. We've got bread knives. Got a big yellow bread knife. Get a load of that. Vizil Shark, welcome to the stream. Where are you building your base? I've built mine on the pond. But I don't know whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. Because I'm playing completely blind without any tips or hints or anything, so I aren't sure what I'm doing.
Twat.
True, whether I'm doing things right or wrong. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Cardi, thank you for the bits and good afternoon. Yeah, I think we all do, cats. Faith restored. One day in the future, somebody will invent knife sharpeners. No Gwynblade, no Gwynblade. This is the built-in obsolescence era. Oh, I just thought, unless you're asking if this is my base. This is not my base, this is a mixer defense. The super mixer under the mower. Hence me using so much copious amounts of very ugly ash cement stuff. 2 bread knives. No wonder you've never been... Yeah, no wonder you've never been that sharp. Yeah, I put my hand in a drawer when I was a kid. In like a... We had a... What did I do that for? In like our kitchen drawer, we had one of those plastic separators, so you've got like knives, forks, teaspoons at the bottom, or whatever you call it in your country. There's a square of random shit that had the potato peeler in it. So I reached in and I sliced my finger as a youngster. And ever since I've been really, really nervous about sharp stuff, around sharp stuff. So did you say this? You say earlier, these walls, when destroyed, you cannot recover the base components. You can if you recycle them, but if the enemies destroy them, then you can't, Elkirian. Mine's a lovely baby blue. I was proper bougie and had a cheese knife collection once. Martin! I don't know if we can speak to you anymore. That's too bougie for us, and we know trim. Regular knife sharpener brush, no good. Yeah, serrated blades, I think, are the problem. Hot take, if there's a right way to play a game, then it's not a game. True. True. And if you only do the community-agreed correct way to do things, then you're not playing it either, are you? You're just following along. I'm sorry, Sothan. I'm sorry. Rarely the wolf spider will combine. There's a good amount of food versus... and the diving bell spiders are the only things that will try and kill you. I don't know why yeah. So the goal of the playthrough, by the way, is I'm playing it completely blind, so I'm not allowed any help or hints or tips or anything like that, or pointers or cool information or anything like that. I'm playing it without any help, completely on war mode. Did she just die upstairs? Did you hear that? Did that come through the mic? I think she just fell down and died. Be alright. Sort that out later. Did you hear that? Something went wrong. She just come home from work and then, I think, died. Yeah, I've got a sweeping brush up there. I'll be able to move it aside. Sweep it towards the, I don't know, under the bed or something and then carry on with my life. Roger that. Thump? What, Donald? Then you must have just talked shit. I was honestly believed it and thought it was because everyone in the conversations, bread comes pre-sliced and it's made of sponge. Have you seen that? Is it Johnny Harris, that YouTuber that made the thing about American bread? That's a really good video, actually. It might have been during that discussion, Cats. Now that is Tory, a cheese knife. I don't know why I'm building so low here. I'm probably wasting the ash. What time is it? 30. I'm going to sleep and then rescan. Fuck you, nerd. I hate the spiders. This is probably massively over-engineering, but I need to do it on this difficulty because I can't reload saves. Reloading saves is banned. So I have to do it in the first attempt, otherwise it's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks of remaking all of this stuff, and I've been preparing this for a long time. Don't know if this defense fails, I may cry for you. You cry for the playthrough because it's going to take me weeks and weeks to get back to this point. This has been a long process to get all of this stuff farmed up. All them coal runs you've seen me go on, it's nothing compared to the ones I've done off stream in preparation for this. Also, if this defense fails, I can't imagine a defense that won't fail. Also, this is a real colossal waste, isn't it? I think you'll cry for yourself unless you've already done this. Hopefully you can recover most of these. Yeah. I think the reason why this challenge is so difficult is purely because I can't reload saves. Because if I could reload saves, then I'd have beat the game ages ago. Because every time I died on the Mantis, for example, I'd just been able to reload the save to when I was about to pull the boss again and just kill it. Just keep trying until it died. Whereas I can't do that. So in situations like this, I'm really, really, really limited to essentially over-engineering everything. It's tough. You've got about a 10k run tomorrow. Need to talk myself into it. Martin, fuck it off and get a takeaway instead and relax. You got this. Martin, get out there and do it, you big bitch. No. Same as always, right? No, I don't know. It was real life talk on Friday evening or so, never mind. Just don't listen to anything we ever say, Cats, I think is the answer. We've only done one mixer. I am so over-engineering this. Again, I don't know whether I should or shouldn't be. But look what happened during the last mixer event, right? It was the one where I died on 1%. And then had to completely rebuild it, and then died on... Oh, shit. Got the wrong weapon now. Stun? I got the stun, good. It's the second to last one, Martin. And then I work on completing the game, which I think is a similarly difficult defense event, but I'm not sure. Right, I'm going to go sleep. I could sleep there, but I don't want to. And then I'm going to rescan for coal, because I need to catch that as soon as possible to encourage the respawn of the next lot. This is taking hours just to build, let alone to grind all of the materials for it. Alright. I should actually have my respawn point set. I don't know if there is... I think there's... Sort of in front... Oh, I thought I had a cutscene then. Sort of in front of the mower, but a little bit down the hill, there is a mixer. Sorry, a research station that I can scan for the coal just to check its back.
It's no
And if it is, I have to go get it.
It's better than nothing.
I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but where's my food?
Food.
I don't think so today, Dougie, no. Yeah, no, it's I like I say, if I could reload saves, I'd attempt it now, but I can't. So I need to do as much as I possibly can to make it impossible to fail. So I'm going to be putting a little bit more work into it. Probably having the game open tonight in the background while I raid to pass time, so that the heals and ash respawn and I can farm it. What does Max say there? It always sounded like it's lemon time, but I'm pretty sure it's not that. It's... So he drinks it. There's a drinks can in the game called... No, it's a carton called Lemon Crime. It's the name of like of a soft drink in universe So when he drinks like dirty water, he says it's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing. Not scanning for sprouts. I'm scanning for Evercool char chunks. Please show up. Please show up. Please show up. Yes. Good. All right. I need to strike while the iron's lukewarm. Oh, that makes sense. I think, yeah, I might be able to prove it, actually. Not that you doubt me in any way, I'm sure, but I think it's probably on all of this stuff. Jabby, Labisse, Crestlands. Might be a carton. There it is, look. See it? I could actually show you. You inspired me to make a Wormwood. You should do it, Weasel Shark, if that's how you say that. I've never played this before, but these lot challenged me to play it on the hardest difficulty first and not look anything up. And I must admit, this has been one of my favourite playthroughs as a result of that. It's so good. The difficulty in this game is... it's extreme at moments, but it's super satisfying to work through. I couldn't imagine playing it on anything else now. And I'm shit at video games, for the record. Right, I hate to do what is essentially a routine thing, but I need to do this as soon as possible, so I'm going to go for this coal run that I filled earlier on. Whew. I really am turning into a person that is... I think I'm going to put games on a difficulty slightly harder, only on stream, slightly harder than I'm comfortable with, because... Is it fair to say that it makes the playthroughs better to watch when the game is pushing back and I have to overcome? I have to really dig into the game's mechanics and really explore. I know it makes them longer. If you like game churn, then this isn't exactly the channel for you anyway, right? But I get a lot more satisfaction out of it, but I have a feeling it must make the playthroughs more engaging if I am receiving pushback from the game at a satisfying level. Is that fair to say? I guess you guys know more than I do about that. Better for the audience, yeah. I think... Because one of the worst feelings in gaming is when you accidentally play it on a difficulty that's so easy that you don't see the whole game. The Witcher's like that for me. Because Witcher 3, I love that game. I beat it twice on normal difficulty, and there was, like, I didn't get involved in like 70% of the combat mechanics, of the crafting mechanics, of the consumables, of any of that. In a lot of games, I'm 80% there for the storyline, so I tend to play... Yeah, I certainly am suggesting anybody other than myself do this, but for the sake of streaming, I think... Also, the story comes...
Damn, give me a plate of this.
I might be alone in this, but I find it really satisfying to get story moments. To earn the story moments. Don't know about gaming, I'm just here for the tossing and poo holes. This guy. Looking forward to your fault. Yeah, that's... I'm toying with the idea of... Because I'm going to play Fallen Order on the hardest difficulty after Valheim, but I think I might be playing Last of Us first ever playthrough instead after Valheim and just bumping Fallen Order slightly, but I'm not sure. That was just a... Oh, fuck, I've come set off again. Maybe. But I ain't paying full price for a video game ever again, so the idea, as much as it's one of the best games ever, I'm not paying 50 quid for a single video game. That can fuck off.
Fast, lucky, or just
Yeah, I will do, Gwyn, but it'll be a long time in the future anyway, so... You do enjoy harder difficulties, yeah. Is there gaming? I didn't notice. I won't be playing that on the hardest difficulty, because this is going to get confusing while I'm playing this. The hardest difficulty, I've spoke to Trim about this in the past. For those that don't know, the hardest difficulty on The Last of Us is called Grounded, and it's one of those challenge playthroughs as opposed to just the game but harder. But I'll try and pick something that makes it nice and beefy. I mean, it kind of looks like gaming, cheeky. If anybody else did it, you could call it gaming, but when I do it, it's just sort of blindly fumbling around. I should have just enough time for this coal run. I've got 14 minutes to stream left. I got that going, Lydia. My hardest difficulty playthrough of Shadow of War going. I said I didn't have a problem with the game until after the last patch. Now it crashed twice as before it was running flawlessly. On PC, yeah? You got the hang of it and then stopped playing. That's what I must admit. It's difficult to suggest to other people playing games on the hardest difficulty because you need unlimited patience. And I, outside of streaming, don't have unlimited patience. But when I am streaming, obviously, I have intentionally set the stream up so that my schedule is so unbelievably rigid that I will be playing it tomorrow. So I'm kind of cheating that, but I can imagine just a normal playthrough. Like, it's a lot to ask for somebody to triple the length of a playthrough. Yeah, last I played it, it was a harder mode after beating the game, but the original hard mode is good enough, I thought. For Last of Us, right? I feel like I have to use every mechanic to get through. That's music to my ears, Chaz, then I think I'll do that. As long as it comes down in price, because 50 quid for a single game is loot. I'm spending, what, 4 or 5 months of Game Pass on one game. No matter how good a game is, that is stupid. Yeah, but I also want to play not Shadow of War, Fallen Order as well. I was gonna consider bumping a game between State of Decay 2 and Valheim, because that would be... I know State of Decay 2 is not a survival game, it's like a sim, isn't it? But it feels like, even with State of Decay 2, between Grounded, State of Decay and Valheim, it feels a bit too survival heavy. So putting like a Souls Light in the mix as well as a story-based game would break it up a little bit. You got a 38. Yeah, I've only got a 1060. I'm surprised how good this card's doing me, you know, even when streaming. Yes, Chaz, yeah. No, I've got it anyway. I own it anyway. It's surprisingly a very good game.
Tastes good.
Tomorrow, Mina, yeah. I'm just building up to it. I'm not going to have time anyway. There's only, what, 12 minutes left, so I'm just going to do this coal run and then start production. I'm going to have to be... I think I might have to have the... like I was just saying 10 minutes ago, so... I might have to have the game open all night. So I can let time pass and farm charcoal for more walls. Be raiding with this open in the background. You play The Long Dark on Game Pass? No. I already had it on Steam, actually. I think Gwynblade gifted me The Long Dark a million years ago, in like 2014 or something. Is that right, Gwynblade? So those playthroughs were essentially funded by Gwynblade. Yeah, because I'm nice. I would love some more Long Dark. I guess the update's going to be a long time away. I love that game. The survival genre is pretty broad, right? I could play Grounded, into Valheim, into The Long Dark, all three of which are survival games, and it wouldn't feel like I was doing the same thing over and over again on stream. Cook's coming off Game Pass, and the devs basically said buy the game if you want to play the update. Well, it's going to be an update, Scotty. A story update, or... Is episode 5 coming out, or is it just like a survival update? It's just been really I usually get attacked by a shitload of lava doing this, but they've been quite placid. Episode 5 is actually coming out. Oh, you mean whenever it... Oh, I see. So they said if you want to play the new one, you're going to have to buy it. Oh, I thought that was like it was upcoming or something. I was going to get stupidly excited, but I guess that would be quite soon. I'm going to kill these two. Have I got time? I've got 10 minutes. I've got the... Let me go kill these wolf spiders. And then... I've got spider fangs in case I need to make supreme bullshit. Blade Master... Good. Yeah, I'm really cautious about spreading out. I always say I'm cautious about spreading games out so that there isn't too much of one thing, but I suppose my playthroughs are so unbelievably long thanks to stupid decisions that I probably don't need to worry about that too much. I just missed that swing. I don't want to fight 2 wolf spiders if I don't have to. Let me drag this one away a little bit, because I'm not in my proper armour either. Tell you what, I've not got a thumbnail for today. Wow, look at that! I didn't realise that's what the parry animation thing looks like. Look, that's kind of cool. You only see it for a quick. That is horrifying. That would be no. I've not even attempted it yet, Razor. Go on, jump on me, you twat. This might be the thumbnail. Oh, that's disgusting. That is really disgusting. I don't like seeing its underbelly. That's pretty cool though, right? I think it means it's just about to release, no? I think what it means... Yeah, I don't think it means it's just about to release, no. Now, what am I going to do here? I should probably get a shield out, because I don't do a lot of damage to anything with this sword. Yes! That's the answer. Fight each other, you nerds. Okay, I can have a bit of a second now. Mina O'Brien's calling us again. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Ooh, right, gold card. Fuck off. Razor, I'm only losing in today's stream. Actually, it's been alright. I've made some really good progress on the build, and I've been making sure to collect heals when I need to. I've been doing the coal run when I need to. We've not talking. We've not spoke much shit. As if I pulled another ladybug lab. Sure, your PC just restarted. That's not a worrying sign. Jar Jar died for your sins. You've seen the end of the best of? The best of that released yesterday. Remind me to link that at the end again if people haven't seen it. What if the back garden, the whole shrinking thing, is just a simulation? Well, so if I go over the wall and everything's normal size out there? Who's O'Brien? I feel like I've missed the joke. Is this something not stream related and I've just whiffed? Did the spider just say ow when you hit it? Cheeky, you've watched so much of this you're starting to empathise with the spiders. They don't speak English. That'd be interesting though if they did. They like really muted human sounds when you hit stuff. Oh, days gone. I see. Sorry. That threw me for a second, Santa, because I was like, what character in this game are they referring to as O'Brien? I see. Santa, by the way, is streaming a full playthrough of Days Gone. So make sure you click his name and give him a follow. He's very easy to understand, ain't he, Santa? Jar Jar Loppy. Never heard of him. Yeah, the best of that released yesterday. I feel like, thanks to that ending, I feel like I've exercised the Jar Jar demons. I now finally feel at peace having lost that playthrough, now that it's edited and finally put out there for all to see. I mean, why not mine, right? Mine becomes the big My Summer Car stream. Don't worry, PC, I wasn't in the middle of any work or anything. Oh, is that a thing people do when they have to be on calls and have to constantly check in and stuff, working from home? Do you sometimes just like turn your PC off and say, sorry, I'm a PC, it just crashed, I didn't know what to do. So I spent 10 minutes staring at a wall at the other side of the house just to feel something. Or do you do like Chaz does and set up a very delicate sort of mouse trick where it looks like you're active? I'll do it later if anybody wants to give a running commentary. Martin's My Summer Car potentially being streamed. Imagine. The internet isn't working. Is it a common one? I bet it is. Come on, Santa. You love it. Let's make Santa a reluctant millionaire through streaming. Right, I've got 4 minutes remaining. What can I do with it? I got the clay, didn't I? I need to start turning this and making more cement if I can to get it going overnight. Did Twitch remove the Friends feature? When was that? Did they actually remove that, Cats? I never ever did it. I don't understand why you would. Right, I'm home after what has been a pretty successful stream so far. I think we're getting to the point where that mixer is ready, I think. Are you up? The devs add another aphid to the zipline ascender. Why would you need another one, Bill Shad, do you think?
I'm all geared up.
I never got over your comment about me not being able to understand Santa while he showed me around. Wow, it's like the Welsh leading the play. The trouble is Santa was only a little bit ahead of you.
No women crime, but...
In terms of, like, playtime and stuff. What does that kick this up?
Having a little peep.
Weird. Must be a glitch. Oh, you mean for increased speed, I see. I'm sure Mindrite would take offence to that. Right. Let's get that going, and then So this is what I've been having to do. Oh, fuck, I'm waiting for it, aren't I? I can't sleep yet, can I? No, it's 3 PM. Right, let me repair that. I'm kind of come to a natural finishing point right now, which I'm happy about. That was a good 3 hours. That was a very productive 3 hours as well. Is there anything I need to do? I've changed out of my gear. I could see if I can make these. I've got, 2 minutes of the stream remaining. Mindrite would probably redeem another timeout if they're hearing that. We don't talk about that enough, the fact that Mindrite redeemed 1,000 channel point, a million channel point thing recently. Alright, I need to sort heals out. I can probably do that off stream. That was a banger. I'm going to say it, that was a good one. So what do we do today? I did an undershed run and got scarabs, and also killed a couple of Black Ox beetles for my Supreme Quartz set, what was I waiting for? Oh, I need to just hunt Black Ox beetles, don't I, essentially, for, I need loads of Black Ox horns. Then we went to the mower and built a fucking fortress. I have a feeling I might be able to attempt the mixer tomorrow, but I'm not going to do a prediction or anything until I'm ready, because I don't want to be pressured into pulling the trigger early. Because if I fuck this up and they eat all of those ash walls, it will take weeks to build back up to that point. So I have to pull the trigger when I'm ready. But we're nearly ready. And that is 55. I usually say goodbye. And I will see you tomorrow, as I do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, for more Grounded, until this blind war mode playthrough, with no help and no prior experience, comes to an end. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. Thank you all for the bits. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the donations, as always. Welcome to all the new followers. I don't have alerts on for that, for calling out, so I don't call out lurkers, but I appreciate you being here. And until tomorrow, I love you. But goodbye. Why am I deleting the Doomhaus? Yeah, we talked about sword collections. Hey, if you're in the Doomhaus Discord, however, stick around. I guess seeing when your mates are watching stuff and joining in isn't the wildest idea in the world, but honestly I only noticed it because I once met this old clanmate and he added me, and I wondered why I'd never seen him online anymore on the left. Yeah, you used to see like the 2 friends that you had online all the time, right? Right, if you're in the Doomhaus Discord, you will know that this portion of the stream is where we do a single run of marbles to determine who is the winning team, because the greens and the oranges, which you are randomly assigned one side or the other when you join the Discord, have to have a winner. The current score, green or orange, is 72 to 45. The winner today is going to be the person in the Discord that can win a single run of marbles, because the Doomhaus is split straight down the middle, and the oranges are shitting on the greens. You'll love to see it. Right, if you're in the Doomhaus Discord and you'd like to compete for today's marble off, and you'd like to wear the crown and the golden name in Discord and have your name on the leaderboard, you must simply type the password, and if you're in the Discord, I will give you a marble, and if your marble wins, you are the winner. The password for today is Ash. Go. I'm not dismantling shit. It will burn down if it goes away. Why has Acrobat Reader installed itself on my PC? Fuck off. Right, we have Siddles for the oranges, Mina for the oranges, Bybee for the oranges, Easy Green for the greens, Trim for the greens, Cats for the greens, Alcarion for the oranges, Martin for the greens, Wimblade for the greens, Razor for the oranges, Lundios, good afternoon, look at the stream for the greens, Cardi for the greens, Tagslag for the oranges, Cheeky for the oranges, Satan for the oranges, Chaz for the greens, and Santa for the greens. 17 marbles enter the race, ladies and gentlemen. We have today Siddles, Mina, Bybee, Easy Green, Trim, Cats, Alcarion, Martin, Gwynblade, Razor, Lundios, Cardi, Tagslag, Cheeky, Satan, Chaz, and Santa. 9 oranges and 8 greens. Ooh, Dougie at the end. 9 oranges and 9 greens. For once, it's even. Can the greens do what they did yesterday? Oh, no, 1 more orange than there is greens. Mind writing at the death for the oranges. 19 marbles out of the race. First person to pick a number between 1 and 2 of go. Lundio says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 presses of the random button gets us to the level of the laboratory. 19 marbles enter the race and we go in 3. I muted alerts. I did that by mistake, Stiddles. I must have pressed delete while I was typing. There you go, Stiddles, you smelly bitch.
Stop muting my bits, you smelly cunt.
Did I mute some other bits? I just didn't see it. 72 to the oranges, 45 to the green. Siddles is the record holder on this level with a 96-second record, and we go in 3, 2, 1. Best of luck, everybody. Martin out early looking for his second point so he can qualify for Eurovision. Cats, however, doing what he did last year and dominating. Martin on this right-hand side, this is very green as we speak. The scores are even.
The slang word tosser is recorded in the UK in the 1970s. It likely derives from the older slang toss off, an expression for masturbation which dates back to the 1700s.
Thanks, Diddles.
Tosser, then, is someone who masturbates a lot, and so is considered a contemptible person more generally for their self-absorption.
It's going to be a fucking copy-paste from this point forward. Cheeky, by the way, while Siddles was gassing, has taken first place for the oranges. There is not a lot of level left, but the greens are massive behind. Cats for the greens, Cardi for the greens, Martin for the greens, Trim for the greens. Bybee in 6th is the most advanced orange behind Cheeky. Can Cheeky hold all of the greens off? He needs to get a good run out of the tumbler. He might have got it. Cats has fallen off the level completely. Cats has taken a big chop. Cardi's in here with Cheeky. Can Cardi get an overtake? Can Martin regain his first? Cheeky doesn't get his drop. Cardi does. Cheeky can't get out of the tumbler. Cardi exits first. Cheeky second place. Mindright's fallen as well. Cardi for the Greens in the lead. Trim in third. Cheeky in second. Come on. Cheeky get the overtake. If Cardi gets a good run through this spinner, the Greens get the points. Trim's approaching as well. Cheeky is right there. Can Cardi get through the spinner with ease? Oh, he gets dragged straight back in. Can Cheeky get out the spinner with ease? He can't. Can Trim? Cheeky shot out like a bullet. This is good. This is very good. None of the Greens can get out because they all suck. Gwynblade's coming at pace. Cheeky's done it. Cheeky's done it. Cheeky is your person of the century of the day as Gwynblade falls over the level. The Oranges take their 73rd point. Greens, you had equal amount of people on this as the Oranges did. Usually you have more, but equal, even when it's equal. The Oranges steal your fucking dinner money, which means Cheeky gets his 2nd point of the year, qualifying him for Eurovision, and finally putting an orange in the Eurovision spots. Good work, Cheeky. Yes. 45 to the Greens to 73 to the Oranges. Get absolutely shit on. Trim 2nd place, Green. Bite 3rd, Orange. Dougie 4th, Green. Cardi 5th, Green. Santa 6th, Green. Chaz 7th, Green. So much Green. Cheeky and Bite, the only one in the top 7 that managed to hold them back. Mina, you said, exclamation mark, marbles, gods, please be kind, please and thank you. And you are about to crawl over the finish line last. That's one of these. Is what that is. Cheeky, good work. Let me put the crown on Cheeky's head. He's already changed his name, has he? No, he hasn't. Cheeky, congratulations, you are person of the century of the day, taking the crown from the green head of Cellist. Oh, wait, no. Cellist didn't win yesterday, did he? Jamie won yesterday. There we go. Jamie won yesterday. There was briefly 2 person of the century of the days there yesterday because I didn't take Cellist's crown off. It's fine. God save the king, says Easy Green. Right. Katz has fallen asleep. I guess that means that I'm boring and I should turn the stream off. Is that true? I think that's true. Right. I'm getting out of here. Press this. And I'm leaving. Cheeky, good work. Person of the century of the day means that there is yet another orange on the list. Settles, what do you think about it?
Nothing better to lift your day than seeing the Greens once again be pathetic. Imagine not having 50 points yet. What an embarrassment. Go toss yourselves off, as it may be the only time you'll get any joy from your worthless lives.
It pains me to agree with Siddles, but sometimes he's just right. Greens, get shot. Your person of the century of the day is Cheeky for the Oranges. The team scores sit with 73 to 45. Almost a 30-point gap going into Eurovision. Because of what the Greens did to us last year, Oranges, we are going to squeeze all year until final week is completely out of their grasp. Deal? Deal. Despite having less marbles every day, right? Scores are in the pins. There'll be another marbles tomorrow if you'd like to compete in this crap. Thank you for the support today, as always. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the hosts. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the subs as well that have been ludicrous. Thank you for the resubs and everything, as always. Zoltan and Santa, thank you for the gifteds. Welcome to all the new followers. Thank you all for being here mostly and just talking shit with me. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Wait. I need to link something. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the March 2023 Doomhaus Community Best of, including all of the shit from everybody who streams in this place, as well as all the group stuff and the golf and the prop hunt and all that shit. If you haven't seen it yet, enjoy it. If you have seen it, I'm sorry, but I'm sneaking off. If you're staying on the platform, keep an eye out for Alkarion, who I can guarantee is live right now. Killer Bits is probably live. Chrisman, Cheeky, all of the people that might be streaming tonight, keep an eye out for them. I strongly recommend those absolute losers. I'm getting out of here. Can somebody think of a final word as I stop rambling and say Martin, Siddles, Easy Green, Katz, Alkarion, Bybee, Mina, Lundios, Mindright, Dougie, Satan, Tagslan, Cheeky, Cardi, and everybody else. The final word is this from Martin. P word for underwear. I would sooner rather say that than the actual word.
what type of dog is this?